just say less. Everybody rocking with us, just say less. Everybody rocking with us, just say less. Podcast lit, baby, just say less. And we climbing up the charts, just say less.
Hey. Episode 4.
Hey,
Episode number 4.
We back, baby.
We back, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man. How y'all doing, man? Y'all all right?
Hey, not too bad. What's happening?
Not much, man. I got a question. I got a random question for y'all.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
Uh-oh.
So, give me a song that no matter when you hear it, you got to dance. You have to.
Ooh, this is a hard one.
But that's good.
Recent.
know.
Okay, you gotta make it easier. Is it like a recent song?
It don't even matter. It could be anything.
That's too large of a window. I
Oh,
need
no,
something
that's
smaller.
perfect. That's
No, you
good.
got
No matter
That's
when
good.
Yeah, you
this
hear
is
it.
hard.
You gonna move. You gonna move. No matter how you feel, you gonna move a little bit.
I think I got mine.
What's yours?
It's gonna be Beyonce.
No, it's not.
Okay. I'm
Too
shocked.
Close by Next.
Ooh,
That's a jam. That's a jam.
Like,
That's a
Can
classic.
Can you really sit still to that song?
really
That is a
can't.
classic. That's a classic. I like that.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta
can't
move
sit
to
still
that.
to that.
You gotta move
That's
to that.
literally
one.
the first thing that popped in my head, so I had to say it because I felt
That's
it.
a good one.
Yeah.
That's a real good one. I do always dance to that.
Yeah.
You
That's-
do.
I do. That's one.
You
of my,
have to.
That's one of my jams.
That's a good one.
Mine.
That's a good one.
Mine would probably be either that would be up there, but Big Boy, the way you move.
I like the way.
It's something about that beat. Just you can't.
Boy,
You can't just
I remember in 7th
Hey.
grade, that was like the anthem for like when you making beats on your desk.
Oh yeah,
Really?
that and
Yes.
grinding.
Grinding and two.
grinding
Oh,
was
yeah.
grinding was 101. You had to
Yeah.
learn grinding first.
Yep, and then that was the
move
next level.
on. Yeah,
Oh man, go ahead, Peanut. I'm stuck. I can't.
Man.
You got to do the first thing that comes to your head. Don't think about it too hard.
yeah. Don't think about it too much. It's the first thing that come to your head.
All right, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna say "Ting-a-ling-a-ling." It's a reggae song.
Ting-a-ling-a-ling.
Ting-a-ling-a-ling.
School bell ring.
Hey, hey, booyaka, booyaka.
Okay.
Shabba ranks.
I think this is Whitney Houston.
I want to dance with
There
somebody.
we go. Yeah, you already know. Hey,
Yeah, you got
feel it.
I wanna dance
That
with
is a classic. That's
somebody.
a classic.
Yeah,
I
that's like
want to feel the heat.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all with me.
Okay.
Y'all with me.
that's like a happy song. You can't be
Yeah.
sad listening to
Yeah,
that song.
that
It's just gonna
song
move.
it uplifts your spirits for sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
sir.
sure.
Hey,
Rest
my
in peace,
first
Whitney.
thought, I had to avoid it. I had to avoid my first
Unless
song.
you ain't got nobody to dance with. Then what would we do?
Ooh.
You said you had to avoid it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I had to avoid my first one.
What was
Oh,
the
what was your
It
first
was the
one?
first song?
Yeah, my original first one that came to mind was "Step in the Name of Love."
Oh,
yeah,
next boy.
Oh, yeah, they would've-
But that was like
Y'all
the
got him
wedding.
up out of here.
that just got.
But that was
Yeah.
like the wedding song,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
family function.
Yeah.
It's my 50th birthday song.
Yeah.
All white
Alright.
party on a boat song.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You right
Mhm.
about that.
I feel it, but yeah, nah, next.
Yeah.
Next.
Well,
We're going
Well.
to listen to next.
on that note, we're moving on.
Yeah. But yes, welcome back to another week of the Sayless podcast. This is episode number 4. We've been doing it for a month now.
Yeah.
Month. So if you are not aware, we do drop the episodes. The audio drops on Tuesday. Wednesdays, you can look out for that YouTube video if you want to, see what we doing, animations and whatnot. But yeah, we out here every week. Every week we coming with some heat with y'all.
Yeah. Yes,
Tuesday
sir.
on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. So you
Mhm.
got 3 ways to listen to it.
Yes, sir.
So
No
you
reason.
can't avoid us. You
Right.
can't avoid
And
us.
You can't.
if you ain't got a Spotify subscription, you can get it on Apple Podcasts for free and SoundCloud for free.
No excuses.
No excuse.
No excuses.
Yeah.
Right.
But man, how y'all doing, man? How's the weekend? How's y'all weekend? What's going on? Anything?
Weekend was chill for me. I didn't do anything.
Really chill.
I spent a lot of money this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Oh, big money.
Big baller.
So,
Big money night.
I mean, not like that house decorating. So I've been trying to finish up the common areas of my house. So yeah.
So we need to come over. When's the next party?
I'm due for a party.
You
It's
are.
coming
That is
very,
true.
very, very soon. I'm due for a party.
It's
'cause
about to get hot. You should do a barbecue.
I'm definitely doing a barbecue for my birthday, but I think I need something sooner than that.
Okay.
May is a
okay.
little bit farther, so I need to do something sooner. Yeah, I was still recovering from my housewarming party. That party, whew,
Oh,
it was rough.
Yeah.
So, but it's definitely time.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we're gonna do
We
something.
gonna be on the lookout for that. We waiting for that flyer.
Yeah.
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 For
We'll
sure.
let the world know, man.
Yeah.
But as we always do every week, we do have a Black Business of the Week.
Wait, we didn't ask Peanut what he did
Oh,
this
yeah,
weekend.
Peanut, what did you do?
Hey, I was celebrating International Women's Day.
Okay.
Turn up.
Okay.
Get
some snaps for that.
Right.
How did you celebrate?
Just by watching all the movies with leading Black actresses.
Oh,
Okay.
that's dope.
Which
What-
ones
what-
did
Like, I remixed that, huh?
What you
Y'all
watch?
like that? Y'all like
Yeah,
that?
what wasn't some of them you watched?
Man, you had to get back to me.
I have to get back to you.
Yes.
We'll get back- We'll follow up.
No,
on
but I
that.
did watch Wild 'N Out though, and that was a good episode though.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't watch
I
that.
don't.
Yeah.
Where's the leading Black actress?
I mean, no, I was joking about that. But, no, what I did watch Wild 'N Out, and they, how they have the cast.
Yeah.
The cast was like all women.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, it was
really
all
dope.
women. So they had like Tammy Roman on there. Some singer, I don't know her name. They had
That's
Shout
the
out to
older
T.I.'s
one.
wife
That's the older
Tiny.
one.
They had a bang. He had a
It's
bang
the older
one on.
one? It's a new one.
No, it was a new one.
Oh, because I remember they did that last season
they
or
did
something
that
like
before.
that too.
Yeah, man, it was pretty dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Davell, what'd you do?
I was out and about, popping around, doing my.
Davell stay in the
I
streets.
be because people be worried about me. They be worried about what's going on.
So you got to show
I
face.
I gotta just show up, just be like, hey y'all, I'm still here. I'm still
Hungover.
hitting
Still
it, yeah.
bouncing.
Still
But
hungover.
yes, but for the most part, I was chilling, man. I was chilling for the
That's
most
what's
part.
up. That's what's up.
Yeah, but it's about to get warm, so hey,
Hey,
y'all will see.
Gonna be out here.
yeah.
Everybody gonna be out here in
Hey,
them sundresses.
Them sundresses gonna be out there.
yes,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, but as y'all know, we have a Black Business of the Week, and I'm really interested to get into this topic on this Black Business of the
Yeah.
Week.
Yes, sir.
It is the company is called Honey Pot, and it's owned by Beatrice Dixon, and I believe it started in 2017. So it's been around for a while, right? A few years.
Okay.
And so for Black History Month, Target aired a commercial.
Yep.
And on the commercial, the commercial, she said she hoped to inspire a bunch of brown girls around the world, right? So, so one day, last week, I do believe, typical sales day, and Beatrice Dixon noticed that her sales increased by 40 to 50% in one day. And so first and foremost, for those that don't know, Honey Pot, they sell feminine products, right? And
Okay. I was gonna ask. What is?
it's plant-based feminine products sold at Target, Walmart, any other retailer. It's 100% organic tampons and pads, cleansing washes for normal vaginas, sensitive vaginas, and mommies to be. So so this commercial aired right February 4th, and she made her statement, and then after that she received a bunch of
Backlash.
a bunch of
Yeah,
backlash. A lot of people reviewed her products and gave her 1 stars on everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. What was the backlash for? I missed it.
Because they said she was racist.
Yeah, they said that it was
For targeting.
but yeah, for
No, and she wasn't really just targeting Black
She
girls.
wanted to inspire
Yeah,
people of color.
and she
More
never
so.
said that her products were just for Black women. Right?
Oh.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
Interesting.
but
so basically, the white women was like, we can't support this because this is racist, stuff.
Because I
like
want to inspire a Black woman.
yeah.
But
So
see, my thing is, what's the difference between outright, saying, you want to inspire Black girls or whatever, versus having just a bunch of white females in commercials? What's the difference?
There's no difference.
So, I mean, what was the problem? And she didn't say anything bad. She just said she wanted to inspire
mhm.
people of color because just in that industry, we don't see a lot of Black female owners or Black owners in
products-
general.
Or products that
Right.
are catered to us. We have different hair textures. We have different body. We have different skin.
Mhm.
So we do need products that are catered to
Right.
us. And if you go in Walmart or something, there's like this small, tiny section that literally says ethnic
Mhm.
products
Right.
or whatever. And so I don't see the issue.
Yeah.
Like you guys have 3 aisles and we have a small, tiny section.
Yeah. So I went to look at some of the reviews on there. So people, it was
Oh,
funny.
gosh.
So
Don't get us fired up this early in the show.
Nah, it was crazy. Now people was like, if you support this racist crap, you're racist too. It smells
Fair.
like a banana boat, whatever that means. I thought it was funny.
Oh,
That's
like
the
shampoo-
sunscreen.
Yeah, the sunscreen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then someone was like,
It smells like banana boat. That's funny.
and somebody else was like, I'll just stick to Summer's Eve. I was like, okay, all right.
Dang.
But yeah,
Wow.
she received a bunch of 1 stars, and then she did a press run last week, and she was on on The View and a bunch of radio talk shows, and she said that everything, which I appreciated. She said everything is in divine order for her, because
Right.
of so much hate,
Yeah.
she received so much love.
Yeah.
and
That's true because I'm
she
gonna
sold
go,
out now, so you
Yeah,
can't
I
go
saw
to the
that,
website
yeah.
and order it.
Is it still in Walmart? Because I'm gonna go find the honey
Target.
pot.
Yeah, it's in Walmart as well, but
Okay.
it was definitely
I'm
a
buying
Target
it.
commercial.
So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sit here in front like I'm gonna go buy it because this is how I'm all about supporting Black businesses, but I went to go to Target to review that Taraji shampoo, and it did not smell good at all. So I was like, Taraji, you might have missed this one. Like, so I mean, I'm gonna go smell it and do, I do the smell test when I buy shampoos and conditioners. So I'm gonna go smell it. If it smells like something I'm gonna use in my hair, then I support.
But it's other stuff besides shampoo, right? Just like she has.
Yeah, it's like a bunch. It should be.
It's
like
a bunch of like
different
just
stuff, like
feminine
different-
lines. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it's strictly
Okay.
It's strictly
I mean,
feminine.
I got
line.
sensitive skin, so I can't be trusting everything.
I'm gonna just buy some honey pot hand lotion and maybe I'll put it out at my job.
Yeah,
for
you
other
try it and
people
let me
to
know.
use.
Yeah, so
No, I'm gonna just have white people using honey pot and not knowing. I think I'm gonna do that.
So I went to the Instagram page, and on Instagram it says made by humans with vaginas for humans with vaginas.
Women empowerment.
Yeah,
Women
first
empowerment.
plant-based feminine care system on the market. So yeah, y'all go out there and support.
I think that was a great Black business for International Women's Month.
I was getting ready to say that, Dom.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a great,
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that was all
Okay.
Peanut. Shout out to you.
Hey, shout out to me,
Peanut.
man. I'm gonna
Shout
pat
out.
myself on the
Yeah.
back this time.
Well, he's trying to get all the cool points with all the ladies across the world. 'cause,
Yeah.
Man.
I gotta support y'all.
He
man.
came through with the Black therapist. Now we got Honey Pot on the scene.
Yeah.
We getting a wig from Celeste Styles,
Hey,
marketing
man.
from Corey V. Like, we
It's-
lit
it's in
over
divine
here.
order,
It
baby.
is. It is.
Yeah,
It has
yeah.
been a lit month.
It's been a lit
For
month
Black
for Black
females.
businesses.
Yes.
It's been
Yeah,
but
and also that's the fastest growing entrepreneur demographic in America too. So.
is
Black-
Hey,
Black
shout
women,
out
Out
to Black
with the
women.
facts. With the
Yeah.
facts.
Black women coming through for International
Yes.
Women's Month,
For
but
sure.
Dababy celebrated his International Women's Month a little different. Everybody got their own style, man. So I don't know if y'all saw, but Dababy slapped
Boy.
he slapped her enough for all the women across the world.
He slapped her enough for all the races. He tasted every race with one
Boy,
slap.
He got when you got that good slap, he got palm on it and everything. Boy,
It's like
put-
he knew it was International Women's Month and he just wanted to set the record.
He wanted to celebrate it.
Yeah.
he said these hands
Yeah.
is gender neutral.
I'm the baby bitch.
These hands are gender neutral.
They go for everybody.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, it said he said
His and
that
hers.
because you saw he's like walking through a line and everybody got their phones trying to, because you're a star, so everybody got their phones trying to record him and everything. But what he said is that she got real close and like basically hit him in the eye with the phone and he just reacted basically.
All right, but it's a phone. The
Yeah.
baby.
Okay. Babe,
The baby always acting like a baby.
he's doing too much. Like,
Yeah.
he got to leave the hood antics alone. Like,
That's not even hood antics. Ain't nobody slapping
You
no
right,
woman
you
over
right,
a phone getting
but-
hit.
he got some issues to work out with. He can't just keep on blaming everybody. Like, oh, I'm just protecting myself. Nah, bruh. You didn't have the right to
Yeah,
swing
for
like that
sure.
on nobody, period. For no reason.
Mm.
Like, I mean, he got to do better. Like, and his whoever his team is, they need to inform him that he's going to do better. Because, I mean, honestly, I feel like they going to start really coming for the baby now. And they going to try to put his ass behind
They're
bars.
gonna start suing him.
Yeah.
If
too.
he oh, yeah, he's definitely going to have his lawsuits.
Yeah, they said that she definitely lawyered up. So he's
Yeah,
paying
because
for that.
then he came out with this bogus video.
Oh, my
The
God.
apology video
Yeah, I seen that.
was worse than the slap.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we need to respect each other's peace. You don't like being disrespected, and I don't like being disrespected. You wasn't disrespected. She was actually taking a video of you and paid for a concert ticket, dummy.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
he got to do
you
better.
She probably had all his albums.
yeah,
Right,
all
like that
his
could have been your
mixtapes.
biggest fan. Like,
Could have.
Yeah.
Used to.
The
Now,
stuff
I know his lawyer's mad. Boy, I know his lawyer's got me. God damn it, baby. You
Yeah.
done did it again. Shit. Waking up at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Have to jump out of bed.
I mean, it's,
I know they on a
it's
good
definitely
retainer.
making me not want to like be the baby fan anymore. Like, cause he's just starting to get irritating at this point.
it's
Like,
a little arrogant.
yeah.
like,
I'm
what do you-
I'm over it. It's kind of like, you know how like when we were kids, we all loved Bow Wow, but then when we got older, his arrogance just kind of turned you off. It's
Shout
kind
out
of
to
like
Bow Wow. It's his birthday.
it is his birthday. Dang, I'm talking bad about him on his
On his
birthday.
birthday, wow.
It is his birthday. What is he like? 33?
33. Yep.
33, man.
Same
I
age
used to
as
love.
Jesus when
I
he
used to
died.
love Bow Wow. Dang,
Shout
why you
out.
had to put it like that?
Shout
Jesus.
out.
I was talking about him on his birthday, but you killing him off. Jesus.
No, I'm not gonna say
Jesus
he's-
died at 33. You said same. Yeah, you just killed him off. Okay.
You're right.
I'm
sorry,
stay healthy,
Bow
Bow Wow. We love you. We pray that nothing
Don't fall no
protect
more.
and cover Bow Wow, please.
Yeah.
Bow Wow fell through a hole at the Millennium Tour. I know this is totally off tangent, but
He did a
like,
ditty.
He did an Oprah. he
Hey,
did the real
they
Oprah.
still on that tour?
Yeah.
It's a new one.
And that tour been going on for like 6 years.
No, this is
Yeah,
a
it
new
seems
one.
like it has been
bruh.
going on forever.
From chitlin circuit to chitlin circuit. Hey,
This is a new one.
I
They
would
just
go
started.
see Bow Wow.
from
in
state
the
fair to
Marriott.
state fair. Yeah.
Boy, you remember when he came to OSU?
Who,
I
Bow
wasn't
Wow.
there.
He came to
Oh,
OSU.
yeah,
It was
he-
like a phone party.
Yeah, I do remember that. He offered like $100,000 if anybody could drink a whole bottle of.
Yeah, I remember we had some of our friends was up there and they got
tried.
toe up.
Goodness.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It was like a whole bottle of Patron, I think. He was like,
It was something. But you know what? Bow Wow was definitely flexing. So when the Bow Wow challenge came about, I was like, yeah, I could see Bow Wow really flexing because we was in this building and this building wasn't even packed out. But he posted a picture from the right angle and was like, packed out the house. I was like, no, he didn't. He did not pack out that house.
let
It
him
was
live,
like,
man.
First of all,
Yeah.
packing out a house in Stillwater isn't even a big accomplishment.
Got 13 people.
okay, exactly my
and
point.
5 of them are black.
Exactly
So
my
you got
point.
8 white people and 5 black people, and you
Nah,
packed out.
you had all the Stillwater locals and Langston's folks that was up in there too.
Shout out
so.
to the Lou, though.
goodness.
Shout out to the Lou.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, but back to the baby.
Back
Yeah.
to the baby.
Back to
Yeah.
the baby.
All right, so do you think the backlash would be different if it was a dude?
Yes, completely.
If it was a dude that,
He slapped.
Yes,
Oh, because they would have been fighting.
yes.
yeah.
And the only reason he apologized was because he
It
was
was
like,
a
it found
woman.
out it was a woman. He was like,
tell Shorty, I'm sorry, man. I ain't mean to do
yeah.
that. Tell I'm sorry, man.
He said he would fly out and apologize. You know, he's trying to.
He just
but
trying not
you
to
could
sue.
tell in the apology he wasn't sorry. Like,
he wasn't
was like,
sorry at all. That was a publicist.
Yeah,
thing.
he's basically doing
Yeah.
that just to save face. But you can tell when he says
I
like,
think if it was a guy, Twitter would have took it differently. Like,
oh yeah,
the jokes would have been on the guy. Cause like, why you got that phone in that nigga face anyway? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would have been a
It'd been
joke
completely
then.
different,
And that's like, you meant to get slapped or something like that. But I just feel like as a celebrity, like there were people who were tugging on Michael Jackson or
right.
literally like
Mhm.
all hands on deck. And I'm pretty sure they wasn't causing no harm, but they were that starstruck. And I don't even think DaBaby's that somebody to be that starstruck over at this point of his
Yeah,
career.
I mean, you sign up for it. You know, people gonna be trying to touch you, trying to take pictures with you.
He was like, all you had to do, baby, was just zoom in. Shut up.
I'm sure everybody done got hit a little bit, you know, from fans trying to get to him. I mean,
It was a camera tap though. Like,
yeah, that was forced.
He
turn
tried
the
to-
other way.
And then he was trying to get some people to like send him videos of him
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
hit
he
in the
said-
eye
yeah,
and all
he
this
said-
other
I
stuff.
got
He'll pay
10K
you.
for anybody. Like, that's how you can show
so
you were
annoying.
unapologetic. Like, you didn't care about that.
Yeah, you can tell by the words he used. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it turned out to be a woman on the end of that.
Oh my God.
It was 8
He
videos
was just
talking
trying to cover
about
himself
disrespect,
up.
and neither of you, she was just disrespected. You were not disrespected at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but do you think that's gonna sway his female fans? Because y'all are the ones that love him. You know, like I ain't gonna say y'all in
I mean-
particular, but
Yeah, but
y'all out
women do
there.
love.
I like
women do
DaBaby.
love the baby.
I would have said I love DaBaby, but it's been too many instances where it kind of does sway. It was cool when he was talking on some like Walmart shooting a guy that was trying to
Right.
like touch his family or
Mhm.
knocking a nigga out. Like, it is a different perspective, but the whole hotel situation, it was like, okay, I see it, but now you're like blatantly disrespecting your fans,
Yeah.
people that support you. That's when it becomes a different situation.
Right.
Yeah, and like a month ago, we actually talked about the baby toning it down, like what he
Yeah.
needs
Yeah.
to do. Yeah, he needs some help. Honestly, I know he got a lot going on with his pops and like his
Yeah.
family and all
I
that.
mean, but that's no excuse.
yeah, no, I'm not, but I ain't making no excuses.
On the
for
other
him,
side of that, though, we also can't. I understand that we also can't force people who were regular to adjust to fame that quick.
but shit, that's what he signed up for. That's what he wanted.
But I mean, yeah. you
Well,
sign up for
people.
it.
I think a lot of people sign up to be rich and just to get out of the situation they're in. I don't know if they sign up for the fame of it all. That just happens to come with it.
Yeah,
Like, you
comes
can't
with it.
choose not to be famous if you're a rapper. So
Even if you're not famous, he's still going too far.
no, for sure. For sure. I just think that like there are certain things that people do in the hood that if they were in front of 1,000 people watching them, it wouldn't be okay to do. But you're not going to learn those things overnight.
Yeah.
He just needs a
But
publicist
he's had,
and
I
a
mean,
media
he had
training.
too many instances. Like, what you gonna learn, my dude?
Yeah,
Like, this-
someone needs to be teaching him.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's it. He needs media training and a publicist.
All right. There you have it.
There you
Well,
go.
Go ahead and side Kai up because she got
Yeah.
it all together. She got to figure out the baby if you need somebody.
Mm. But the other
You
baby.
gonna work 24 hours a
So
day?
we went
going
kind
from
of
baby to baby.
We're going from
Baby
the other
on
baby.
baby.
He didn't slap nobody, so that I know of.
Did he shoot somebody?
Well, it was apparently, somebody, one of the concert got shot up, so
So it said I heard something about a fight started on stage at first or something like that. And then-
Yeah. So I seen the video and it starts off with like a tussle. Like, I don't know. I just see like the backdrop of the stage fall down.
Oh gosh.
And so it looks like everybody is running backstage.
Yeah.
And then backstage, all you hear is a loud pop. So I don't even know if I would say it got shot up because on the video, I heard one
Yeah, I did
gunshot
too.
and then that was it. And then everybody in the crowd starts running out. And that's kind of when the video ends. And then there's another video of Little Baby saying, niggas tried to snatch my chain. So,
I died laughing when I seen that. This nigga so soft, boy. I mean, he probably ain't, but I'm just saying it was.
The way he said it.
Yeah, that shit was garbage. That's why I'm gonna be fucking with these young rappers, man, and going to their concert.
Yeah,
None
for
of that.
sure.
I'd rather be at home drinking tea than be out at
And
House of
boxed up
Blues
with their music,
Yeah,
not
smell like
listen
cigarettes.
to it live.
I'm all right.
He always talk about grabbing his chain before he jumped in the crowd in his music too.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't
Then
know
he's-
that.
He said that in Something to Prove, I think too.
So can you tell, like, was the fight, was he involved with the fight or it was just going on and then
From the video, I can't tell, but I'm going to assume him or someone in his entourage was because it happened backstage.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a normal crowd fight.
okay.
Like,
Yeah, they was rushing the stage though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe it was an altercation with like a fan or not a fan and the entourage, but someone in a part of his team had to be. It wasn't just like he witnessed it. It was something that had to be apart from the video I seen.
Stuff is just going on, man. This past week, man. If you
It's been a
wilding
lot
out.
going on.
Yeah, Lil Boosie, y'all favorite. Lil Boosie got arrested.
Man.
That's Nike favorite.
Yeah, Nike
Man.
fave, man.
Why you gotta be my favorite?
Cause you was caping for him.
I just think Boosie is hilarious.
He is funny.
He got a show too.
He got a show coming out.
He got a TV show coming out.
Oh,
man.
when
I'm
you trying to get
tuning in.
Rihanna, I seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
tuning
TV show
in.
coming out.
Yeah, I would watch that. I would
Yeah.
watch that.
I'm there.
Y'all used to watch Flavor of Love.
Oh, love
Yeah.
it.
You know what they should do? You know who they should do a show with?
Boosie?
Boosie would be cool, but you know what I'd rather see?
The baby.
No.
Okay.
I'd rather see Black Youngster. I would
that
love
would
to
be
see Black
hilarious,
Youngster.
too.
I
That
would-
whole show would be censored.
It was definitely,
It would be funny.
but it would
That
be
would be
funny.
funny. Black Youngster is a comedian. I used to be tuned into his
would
Instagram
be
lives.
funny.
He used to be
He
having
is.
the best parties.
Because the way he
had a
rap is
boxing
how he
ring.
talk. That's exactly his
Yeah.
regular talk is how he raps.
You do.
Yeah, he
That is
hilarious,
funny.
too. That boy is funny as hell.
Flavor
That's a
Love.
good idea.
I think that I
should try to
so
sell that, man.
I'm gonna
Right.
go pitch him to
out
it.
here
you
pitching
know.
ideas for
Yeah,
free.
I
Now,
think-
if it happens, they gonna have to pay you because
They gonna have to pay me.
We
like,
got a timestamp on this.
Man, yeah.
You heard it here
Yes,
first.
you heard it here first, man. People do like Kendrick owe me $20. Kendrick Lamar owed me $20.
I think he owed me a couple too.
He
What
owed me
happened?
20 because I put, you know how many people I put on Kendrick?
Me too.
He got lifelong fans now.
Yep.
He owed me at
Yeah.
least $20. If I ever meet him, I'm like, bro, you got to come up off that 20, bro.
Yeah.
I was your A&R.
I was out here. I
In
was
the
on the
streets
street.
and
I was on the
promotion.
streets.
Street
I was out here in the
team.
rain. Like,
Yeah.
hey, y'all listen to Kendrick, bro. Like,
It was a long time. Like it was only me and you on OSU campus that like messed with Kendrick, and
Yes,
nobody
bro.
would listen to
Hey,
him.
y'all
but
heard
me and
Rigor Mortis,
Davell.
bro?
yeah, bro.
Yeah, Rick
I
and
spit
Morty.
something
Me
for
and
you real
Davell
quick.
would be the only ones listening to it. Like, and everybody was like, Kendrick ain't all that. Boy,
Bro,
Good
I
Kid,
was
Mad
like-
City came
yeah, I was
out.
like, watch out for
Everybody
him, bro.
became a fan.
Watch out for him. I said, boy, he's gonna be huge. Yeah, he owed me $20.
Yeah.
He owed me
He owed me
$20. He really do.
Yeah, but now Boosie, he didn't go to jail though,
No.
which was a good thing. Cause I feel like, well, the South police departments, they have it out for Boosie. Like no matter where
Yeah.
he go, like so.
If he go to jail again, he done.
I don't
Yeah.
even know. What did he get arrested for? Do we
no
know?
reason, honestly.
Oh, okay.
No
Just
reason.
pulled over the vehicle.
Yeah. Back in the day, it used to happen to him a lot. Like a lot, but shit, they ain't find no weed on him. He had some guns, but they were legally registered. So I'm
Okay.
assuming he had security.
Right.
So shout out to him, man. I'm glad he didn't go to jail.
Well, shout out to Boozy for moving smart. He doesn't
Yeah.
make many smart decisions, so we're glad about this one. So, shout out to him.
He got to stay there to take care of
That's
them
funny.
17 kids, man. And
Yeah,
we need them
for
out here.
sure.
He got a lot of kids for sure.
Yeah, them-
Got too many, baby. And then he got like a girlfriend that's like 24 years old or something like that.
How old is Boosie? He's like
Boosie like 38,
38, probably close to 40.
40.
I don't
He
know
might be in
nothing
his
about this
40s. He
man.
might be in his 40s.
Yeah, he's been out for a little while, man.
Yeah, he up there.
Lucy badass and I zoom right.
What else
by
been
ya.
going on though? It's been a
Well,
lot going on this
It
week.
has,
though.
it has been a lot
It's
going
been
on.
eventful.
You got Spike Lee getting kicked out of the Madison Square Garden. How'd y'all feel about that?
Yeah,
Leave Spike alone.
yeah.
That is
He was
literally how
upset.
I feel.
Yeah.
He was upset.
He's part GM.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
know why they kicked him out.
So they
We're talking about he went through the employee entrance. He's an employee.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
what are you talking
Right,
about?
that's like
and they said that he said he used that interest for
28
basically
years.
yeah,
Right.
almost 30 years.
so why they tripping?
He said he was there last week for some play. Like, he ain't even just going to Knicks games. He just a supporter of Madison Square Garden. He was there for a play. He said he went through his normal employee entrance and nobody stopped him. He said if they changed the rules last night, why they ain't email me?
You got to email, yeah, especially with how much they said he spent like
$10 million.
yeah,
on
$10 million total from those like 28 years that he's been going to games. He
Right.
spent a total
Boy,
of like $10
every
million.
Knicks game, you see Spike Lee courtside.
Dressed up
Yes.
to impress.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every game they lose, he's still there.
Still there, man. He a diehard fan. Man, James Dolan, I don't know if he needs to sell the team, but
Oh, he do.
It
He
needs,
definitely
it
do.
needs to be a change in
100%.
management. That
Yeah.
coaching
No,
is
he's,
terrible.
he's got to go. And he be removing. He removed like
Charles Oakley.
yeah, and
He got
like
Oakley up outta here.
Yeah, he removed even just regular people that was just got signs that say like sell the team and stuff like that. they got kicked out.
Yeah.
He kicks people out. Like everybody, the NBA want him to
That boy
sell
got
the team.
He got a fragile ego.
Well,
And then some people was saying to Spike because they was like, man, it kind of seemed like he just upset that he's not getting celebrity treatment, something like that. Like he's
First
like,
of all, don't.
Who,
That's
Spike?
disrespectful.
yeah, so that's what some people were saying. They was like, I was like, but I feel like no matter what you do, if you going to work every day and you use a certain interest, and then after 28 years, one day there's like, oh no, you need to go around or whatever, you're gonna be upset. It's just
Right.
it's an inconvenience. You're gonna be upset.
First of all, don't ever tell Spike Lee they're mad. He's mad. He's not getting celebrity treatment. He should be getting celebrity
This is
treatment.
Spike Lee.
It's
Yeah.
Spike Lee.
Man, this man gave
And
us-
we're in New York,
He gave us Do the Right Thing.
Crooklyn,
facts,
Malcolm X.
right?
Hey.
Chirac, but we don't count that one.
Yeah, Chirac is.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, Spike Lee, you can go ahead and fire them if you want to.
Right, because you own the Knicks at
Yeah.
this point.
You
Like
go
they
ahead
act
and
like
fire
he can't pack up his bags and go over to Brooklyn and just be a supporter of the Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh.
You can
Facts.
walk in any entrance of the Barclays you want.
Yep.
Jay-Z, my cousin, he told me.
Well, that's my cousin too.
So
Yeah.
like I don't even understand.
And Beyonce on the
I'm
internet.
just kidding. I mean,
If it's your cousin, that's
top
my cousin
two ain't
too.
number two.
Yeah, man. No,
Uncle
but
Hov.
like I think more celebrities need to rally around Spike Lee and just boycott the Knicks. Honestly,
And the Knicks put out a statement. So okay,
They
I
ain't
think
got
I'm
nothing to lose.
confused on is James Dolan the CEO of Madison Square Garden, the venue, or the Knicks?
that I'm not
he's
sure.
The,
He
he's
owns
the owner of the
Knicks.
Knicks.
And I think he's the CEO of Madison Square Garden, or his
Okay.
dad is. They have the same name.
Probably
Yeah.
something,
Nepotism.
something around there.
Yeah. So he released that statement for the
I'm-
Knicks.
I'm
Because I was
guessing.
like, why did the Knicks release a statement if this is between the venue and Spike? I'm confused on what the team itself had to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's I think because it was at a Knicks game and he's such a big Knicks. He's like
Supporter.
like when you think of
Yeah.
the Knicks, you
Think
think
of
of Spike
Spike
Lee.
Lee.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to say something. And then, but he said from what they said because they said that James Dolan went up to him and talked to him and he said everything was all good and everything. He was like, no, that's not true. It's completely
Yeah,
false.
he went on a tour. Now. he went on a
He was-
tour
he-
too. He's
he-
on everybody's show.
Yeah,
ESPN.
he was
He was on
upset.
First Take and was like, no, this is laughable.
Yeah, he's funny when he get mad too.
Yeah.
The way
This is not the path they want to go down.
Nah,
Because I
no
mean,
player wanna
really,
play there.
really, Spike Lee can really get some people to rally behind him, and the Knicks, they really don't have anything to lose, but they'll lose it all at this
Yeah.
point.
But
So,
he said he would go. He said he was done going to games this year, but he said he'd probably go back next year.
see, that's die
Oh,
hard.
wow.
That's die hard.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
he's like a diehard
I didn't even
fan.
know that he said he wasn't going back this year.
Yeah.
That should be a problem. And the thing is that the Knicks, I don't even watch basketball, but I know they have been like losing for
Oh, yeah, terrible.
several
long,
years.
Terrible.
long.
They
Yes.
are
Like
terrible.
2013, they've been terrible.
Right. And so
No,
the
before
only
then.
thing
Wait,
that-
No, I'm saying 2013 because
Oh, yeah, that's
when
when Melo was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say it was
And the
alright.
only thing that keeps people coming back is that they have diehard supporters
Yeah.
and Madison Square Garden, and
Right.
it's notable. Like the
It's
Knicks,
one of the
MSG, like you go to New York, you have to go see a game.
Mhm.
It's one of those things. And so you're kicking out your loyal supporters. You're not going to have anybody in the stands because if you kick out the loyal supporters, people that like basketball ain't coming to see the Knicks.
Oh, they gonna go to Brooklyn next year anyway because KD gonna be back.
Yeah,
he gonna
Brooklyn
be
be-
getting busy. It's over with.
So
But they
yeah,
can't
tread lightly.
they can't continue to let the Knicks go down this path because it's one of those the biggest franchises and they've been
Right.
losing
Yeah.
for too long. Like they need to change the scenery. They need to clear out the whole front office and start over and rebuild because
But that's
it's
the
bad.
thing. They've been losing for so long, but because they are so notable, I don't think they are. The team probably cares, but I don't think anybody else cares because they still getting in the same revenue.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah.
it's probably the Lakers and them are the two most profitable teams.
Celtics is probably up there too.
But it's still New York. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah. New York up
it's
there
still
for
New
sure.
York.
New York for sure.
But yeah, we gonna hope that he sell the team. Hopefully soon.
Hey, we'll take Spike Lee and OKC.
Oh yeah, come on, yeah, come down
Hey.
to Thunder.
We'll take
Same
Yeah.
colors. He ain't got to
Yeah.
change
Same
much.
Yeah, that's true.
colors, but all
That's
you gotta
true,
do is
man.
just turn the little beanie around. We gonna think it's Thunder colors.
Yeah.
And by the in the Knicks, also on the Knicks, whoever's job it is to design their jerseys got the easiest job ever. These jerseys have been the same since they've been
Day one.
since day one. Whoever's job is like, okay, you gonna work on the Knicks jersey. That's my man over there snoozing,
That's
sleep
funny.
at work, sleep at work.
Yeah. Because the Nets jerseys is fire.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't-
yeah.
The
yeah,
Nets
they
jerseys are
They
fire.
are, especially in
I didn't like the
ones.
Dallas
Oh, man.
jerseys. The blue and green.
Oh yeah, those
Those are
the
nice.
graffiti.
Yeah.
I didn't
I didn't like
them.
that. I didn't like that either.
Those are
Yeah.
garbage.
Graffiti ones,
Yeah.
yeah. But the Brooklyn,
The
especially
Brooklyn
those
Nets
bed
jerseys.
style ones, when they got that Coogee and stuff like that.
Man.
Oh, see, I didn't see those.
Those-
I gotta look at it.
You gotta look at them. All the jerseys for the Nets since the first year, I think it's gotten better every year. Because the
Oh,
first
wow.
year it was kind of just plain. It was just
The black and white.
gray, black and
Yeah.
gray, black and white. It was
Mhm.
just. But now it's fire.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
got me a Biggie Brooklyn Nets jersey like 2 years ago.
Look at
Fire.
me chiming in sports talk.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
proud of you.
love to see it.
Shout out to me.
Multifaceted.
Yeah.
But speaking of the NBA, you know we got the coronavirus still going on.
Jesus.
Canceling everything.
Canceling
South by
everything.
Southwest canceled.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. NBA said players should be on notice that they may play games with no fans.
Yeah.
I never thought about that though.
What? No.
That ain't gonna work.
That shit is gonna be terrible. Some of these sports arenas are already like their fan base is already terrible. Like it's like there are no fans in the Jazz arena any fucking way. So I mean, if it ain't nobody there, then it's not a difference there.
They're gonna
but-
have to make it like an N1 game where they play music or something in the background because it's just gonna be quiet as hell while they playing. It's gonna be like a practice.
Yeah. And usually athletes, I think, like they feed off of crowd
Yeah, yeah.
hypeness and
For sure.
anticipation
Sure.
and all that stuff. So.
Yes, it's a game of runs. So when the fans get into it, you definitely get momentum.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
It's a part of it.
But since that's the case, though, then I agree because LeBron said that if that is the case where fans won't be allowed to come to the shows due to the coronavirus, that don't expect him to play, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that works perfectly fine because all those, do they still call them bench warmers and
Mhm.
fifth strings and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
It's not enough people to have a fifth string.
okay, but the people that don't really get playing time because LeBron's always on the court, right?
Yeah.
They should play
Yeah.
because
mean-
don't expect LeBron James and James Harden on the Rockets, right? He's
Yeah.
on the
Yeah,
Rockets.
yes.
Yeah.
Doing great out here.
Yeah. Hey, 2 for 2.
Love to see it.
2 for 2.
So, like, don't expect them to come out and play. I think if it gets this bad, but games have to proceed, then we should just throw anybody
Hey,
on
boys
the
gonna
court.
be shooting half court.
At this point, we might as well watch the D League
Mm-mm-mm.
if we're gonna go that far. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
That's a
'Cause I
terrible
don't
idea,
know.
man. They'll lose millions in revenue.
Yeah,
if
like-
no one shows
Yeah,
up.
season ticket
Nobody's gonna
holders.
watch.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna watch it.
You know, it'd be an interesting experiment. I think I'll watch it on TV, like just to see, like, God damn, this shit is
I
trash.
probably
Yeah.
wouldn't watch
And
it.
and
They
look at the
probably
memes
will
on
never
Twitter.
do it again.
Yeah, I probably look at the clips and stuff on social media more so than watching it on TV.
Yeah. No, but I'm pretty sure like they got some emails after LeBron said I ain't fucking playing. Like if ain't no fans there, and they be like, oh well, there goes that idea.
Well, we can
Yeah.
throw that one
Throw
right
it
in
They
the
tossed that.
trash.
They tossed that in the trash. Yep.
Yeah.
But they are saying like they limited a lot of stuff. Like now the reporters when they I don't think they're not allowed in the locker rooms now. And then in the podium when they ask them questions, they got to be a certain feet away now and stuff. Like it just came out today or something. So they
Okay, they're being a little extra.
I've always felt this way.
This coronavirus is just too much. Like I went to Costco's the other day and they had a limit on water. Like you can only get 2 water per customer. I'm like, what the hell? Like, there was a lot of grocery stores, canned goods aisles was toe up. Like, people are acting like we are in our last days. Like, I mean, I know they've been saying that for some time now, but I don't think it's now. But yeah, and it's just crazy. Like, I'm using this coronavirus to my advantage right now because these plane tickets is cheap as hell right now. I just bought a $300 round trip ticket to Cabo, so. They said Hawaii got $200 round trip tickets, so I'm about to go to Hawaii too.
Thirst traps coming soon. Thirst traps coming soon.
Shit, ready in here with the crop top on.
Hey,
preparing for the season.
You wasn't supposed to tell nobody. They can't see this.
Oh, my bad. Hot girl summer.
Yeah, this coronavirus got Nike out here wilding.
Right.
Now,
I got my hand sanitizer in the car.
It's not like we've seen this before. Like, we haven't seen it before. Like, we've seen Zika, Ebola, swine flu.
H1N1.
Yep. Man.
What was that? Anthrax? What was
Anthrax.
Oh, yeah.
We seen that.
In the mail.
Hey, you can't open your mail.
That's scary. Which nowadays I wouldn't work because we don't open mail anyways. I haven't checked my mailbox in
Boy, my mom.
months.
Damn, really?
Yeah,
They should
everything,
probably
paperless billing,
filled with
everything.
sales papers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I don't
that's
check
all it
it.
is. Junk mail.
Uh-huh. And coupons for grocery stores I don't go to.
Exactly. They be flooding the box.
But yeah.
Or whatever Roddy Rich said.
I was thinking that when I said it. I was gonna say it, but I didn't want it.
Overtime Roddy.
But Davell got my back.
So what else they cancel due to the coronavirus?
There was something else.
South by Southwest they canceled. In
I heard
Texas.
the whole entire country of Italy is just like shut down.
Yeah, I seen that. I
Like,
seen that.
There's a few states that are in state of emergency.
I don't even know what that
New York?
means.
New
Being
York,
one of them.
California,
Mm-hmm.
Washington State. There's a few places. I know Iran is like getting ate up right now.
Really?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people out there excited about that.
I don't know if it was real or not, but I saw
Military.
someone said that they
Good
was
old
paying
boys.
people like $4,500 in London to come get tested, like get the virus, and so they can, experiment, see if it's like gonna be a lighter
Oh.
strain though. It's a lighter
How
strain.
How they know it's a
strain.
lighter strain?
Right.
See,
They can't even
They just
control
wanna lab-
it right
lab
now,
rat it.
and you assume to. Yeah, I don't know.
how much
I
they
don't know.
paying?
Hey, they better than me.
They said
4,500.
$4,500.
What?
Hey, you can buy
They
your
could've
Chevy.
been
You
paying
get your
out
Chevy
some-
with that.
They should have
But
been
that's
paying millions.
but that's London, so that's what pounds. So
That ain't nothing.
I don't even know what ain't it like
Yeah,
three to
no
one.
conversion.
I don't
feel
know.
like it's 3 to 1 or something like that for
Man,
London for
I went and
pounds.
studied abroad, and I'm thinking stuff was cheap in Spain, and I came back broke as hell. So I can't trust that overseas currency.
Man, I wonder if they're gonna cancel. It's a festival that's coming up. I think in May.
Coachella?
Yeah, the
Oh,
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya?
The Jambalaya
Oh,
festival.
here in Texas?
Yeah. So they have it Dallas, Houston, and Austin. I went a few years back, and that should be packed out, man. So
For sure.
I think that once we get closer to that time frame, if it's still big, then I think they
I
won't-
think it's too soon for
yeah, it's too soon.
Right
But
now.
They hyping this up. This coronavirus, man. But it's still only more people are getting it, but it's still only people with weaker immune systems.
it's only like old people.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
only
it's
old people because at first they were saying that it was old people and
old
kids.
and white people.
Yeah, but they
Well,
were saying that it was
you
old
said
people
it.
and kids.
I
And,
thought
yeah,
it.
we did think it. But I haven't heard anything about any kids like getting reported.
Yeah, no.
And then like for the most part, it has been white males,
Mhm.
which is scary.
And it's
Yeah,
been
like
people
60 and
who come in contact with someone with corona. So like me wearing a mask right now doing this podcast would
do
not do anything
yeah, the
because
CDC
none of you
said
have corona.
You're going overboard wearing these masks
Mask.
and stuff.
Summer
like,
Walker. But
chill
man,
out.
this girl had on a whole trash bag in the airport.
Dang.
Yeah, people
Like,
doing
what
too
are
much.
you
Just wash
doing?
your hands, folks.
Yeah,
Keep
man.
hand sanitizer on you.
Yeah. Wash your hands for 20 seconds. If you need to sing something while you do it, you can sing the whole Love on Top by Beyonce.
Oh,
By the time you're done with the chorus, 20 seconds and you're done washing your hands.
that's got to be about a minute.
No. Goodbye.
Mm.
Always got some Beyonce haters on here. You and Kylie Jenner in the same boat.
Yeah, speaking of Kylie Jenner.
Go ahead and tell us that story.
Yeah, they
So you want me to talk
Go
about
ahead.
it? So apparently, there was a huge uproar on social media because of Kylie Jenner, how she tried to replicate a Beyonce fit. Some said she looked too much like Beyonce, and when we talk about too much, we're not talking about the clothes.
Mm.
We're
What are we
saying that her
talking
tone, her skin tone, was a little bit too dark. So like people were actually saying they would look at the picture and they thought originally it was Beyonce.
I
and
thought
then,
it was Beyonce.
And then like they had to look again and it was like, That's Kylie Jenner?
No, I actually thought it was Beyonce.
Dang. Yeah, so what y'all think about that? How y'all feel?
The Kardashians been doing it for years.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not a
Nothing
norm
new.
for
Yeah.
the Kardashians.
Yeah.
But
Maybe she's trying to like a new
she's trying to look like
makeup
her
color or
daughter.
some shit.
I mean,
I'm not-
do you like it? Are you upset about it?
You took it as a compliment?
No, not at all.
Okay, I was just making
Not
sure.
at all. I'm not upset about it because it happens so often.
Mm-hmm.
Just because of
It's like-
the Kardashians, it happens so often from them? Or do you think just...
It happens so often, period. Like in the media, when white people do photo shoots and they tint their skin colors, or
Mhm.
even if it's an edit, makeup, whatever, it happens so much where they just want to be darker. We have white people that go and get super tanned, like, and they look darker than what they appear to be. So it's just weird to me. I don't know, like, yeah, weird.
Yeah,
It's like, how mad can you be because they keep doing it and it's not right and it's weird and you're infatuated? Why?
I maybe that's why, but yeah, I didn't really phase me or nothing like that. I think you might be right with just because you're so used to it.
Yeah.
So I was like,
And we've seen worse cases. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
right.
Yeah, she had the nerve to do it on International Women's Day too. So that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'd be irate.
It didn't.
If I
It
was
didn't
y'all.
bother me either. I would say, where do we draw the line though? Like, is it certain levels to like skin tone before it gets to like blackface that we draw the line? Because I mean, you don't see tables reversed. Like, Michael Jackson is the only person that went from black to white. Like, Lil' Kim got
Shout
a
out to
little lighter
Michael.
skin. People been making themselves lighter, but I
Yeah.
mean, you
Yeah,
never
it's
go
definitely-
completely to like white. So I mean, where do we draw the line?
So yeah, and that kind of goes in like, well, with the Kardashians, Kim Kardashian, people was upset that she had those braids. They like I don't know what
The
they,
knotless braid. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know
like,
what kind of braid.
I don't
Not
know
braids.
how did they call it, but it's like the
single-
sideways and it was just long and stuff. And people
Sideways.
The
were,
Bo Derek,
Oh,
I think
okay.
is what it's called.
Is that what
or
it's
something
called?
like that.
I don't know what
Maybe.
that is.
I think so.
Do y'all
ready?
consider that cultural appropriation, or do you think it's just a hairstyle? Just
Everybody's doing it's the same as the
Yeah.
darker tones. It's just something that everybody's doing. So it's like it doesn't phase me anymore. I mean, we just know how.
So
how it is.
do black women get the credit they deserve? Do y'all feel
No.
it?
No, we
And so
never.
that's
So
the issue.
is that the okay?
It's cultural appropriation. Like, we're gonna call it what it is. I
Yeah.
think the argument is tired. Like,
Yeah.
we're tired of fighting for it.
Mhm.
Like, we as a culture, we know what it is. Like, we see you, sis, and you not us. That's how we feel about it.
Mhm.
But I'm tired of vocalizing it. And that's why also I am not an activist, because activists, even when they're tired, have to keep pushing.
That's a fact.
I'm tired. So I don't really talk about it anymore, but I see it and I still think it is what it is. My point still stands from the first time we seen the Kardashians, the braids, and darker skin. It's cultural appropriation, and it's, yeah.
Honestly,
That's what it
I think y'all should be flattered. Honestly, they got their nose done, got the lips done, got their eyes done, got their hair done, got their body done.
But is
I
it
think-
flattering when they are paying to look like us and then taking all of the black men and getting all of the movie
Hey,
roles and the
hey.
TV shows and the magazine covers when they look like us, and then we're not getting that? We're less than.
We're not getting that privilege.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
That's-
say. Is
that's
that
what
a
That's the problem.
But why? Like who do black women need validation from?
I think is it a part of it like it's the fact that when black women do, like, say if a black woman was wearing that hairstyle, like she's told like, oh, that's not professional, that's not
Right.
There's a
You
part
know
of
they
it
just
that-
outlawed that shit too. Like
Oh
federally.
yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that
This year.
which a little progress, but
Yeah.
Took long enough.
I would think that, I mean, I'm not a black woman, so but I would think that there's a factor of that in there where, like, I mean, I can't go to work looking like that. Like,
Or I'll get looked at funny
you
or
like
whatever.
you like with the kid who they said couldn't walk across the stage because he had dreads and whatever.
Yeah.
And so
I think it's not flattering because of the simple fact that, we're not getting the same opportunities as they are.
For sure.
So that's where the problem lies. So, I mean, I guess if
So-
you look
so
at it
is
one way, you can be like, okay, yeah, but it's just like, I'm just tired of the BS at this point. It's like, enough is enough. Like, why can't everybody just be different and just accept the way they are? Like, I don't know.
Hey, y'all set the standard, man.
So-
Whether y'all realize it or not. Hey, y'all
I
are
agree.
the
I mean,
standard
everything,
for beauty, baby.
everything.
Yeah.
The culture, it just sets the standard. We talk about music, and hip hop is the mecca. Like, so I mean,
So you're not mad at the white girl, whoever who wears box braids or something like that.
I'm mad.
You're mad about just the fact that the society
yeah,
for black women can't do that.
Yeah.
But they looking at it like, just a
Yep.
So you're not necessarily upset with that certain person for doing it. It's just more like the
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just culture vultures. Like, I mean, I feel like everybody's gonna bite off of our style because it's so unique, and it's just because they want to strip us from that because they don't want us to have what we have, right? So that comes with everything. Like, we see it in music, we see it in everything we do. Like, they're constantly stripping us from our culture just to make them feel like they got the one up on us. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, you get used to it, and we shouldn't really get used to it. But I mean, I just don't feel those type of way. I'm not gonna be in an uproar about it. I'm kind of like what Dime said. Like, I'll leave that for the activists. I'll stand behind the activists, but I'm not sweating it at all.
Yeah, it's kind of like athletes. Like, the black athletes are the head. There's so many black athletes in college football and then the NFL, right? And so that's what they get looked at as strong black athleticism and nothing else, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
when what's his name? I know this. Like, I know my athletes. With
Oh.
the football player that's been going.
Colin Kaepernick.
No, the other one that's been going crazy recently. He's a rapper now, and
Oh, Antonio Brown.
Antonio
boy.
Brown,
Brown,
right? So, what
That
was
boy
he a
crazy.
good?
Oh,
Was he a good football player?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The best in the game.
Wow,
Very good.
okay.
Very, very good.
So I don't watch football, so I don't really know that. But I could tell, and then it's like, soon as they kick him off the team or whatever happens, he gets suspended, and now he's just looked at as dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They ain't paying him no money. He's just left out here to fend for himself. They said he might have some sign
CTE.
of CTE,
Mhm.
and no one's there to help him. And so it's frustrating because it's a constant cycle. So then when we see white girls with box braids, I'm tying this all back in,
Mhm.
and it's like, we had box braids and we got braids as protective styles to protect our hair
Right.
and stuff like that. And so I don't know, it becomes a mock in a sense,
It's definitely a mock.
or why are we only seen as fashionable singers, athletes, and nothing else? Like,
Right.
why is nothing we own? Like, it's, if someone was to go, I don't know, let's just name something white. What's like I don't know, y'all. Like what's that museum that let's just say somebody spit on the Mona Lisa or
Okay.
something. Like, that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to get at. Like, if something was disrespected that white people adored and
Oh, okay, I see
loved,
what you're saying.
it would be a big issue. But soon as we complain, because we're always the loud, angry black woman, about something that we use as protective styles for our hair or our color of our skin, as soon as we complain about somebody that's just doing that for the sake of it in an Instagram picture and 1,000 likes, it's an issue.
Yeah, but they don't understand the history behind everything that we do. Like you said, you touched on it. The braids are protective styles. That's the reason why we wear braids. But for a person that's not of color, they would just wear it because they think it's hot. Like, this is
Yeah.
the style. You know what I'm saying? So there's history behind everything that we do. I just don't think that they understand that.
Mhm.
They just, it's a trend. Let me hop on that wave. Let me steal it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like,
yeah.
I mean,
If
you
it's
can't talk
profitable.
about stuff like this without talking about Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Taylor Swift does a lot of culture vulturing. Can y'all agree with that? Like, she
Taylor
your
Swift?
girl Beyonce, she steal everything from Beyonce.
Interesting. I am not putting it past you. I just think I would call out a lot of other people before I call out Taylor Swift. Like,
She's one of them, though. I mean,
I agree.
there's a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So you
For
think
sure.
so if they showed a little more respect with it, like, just would that make it more okay?
I don't even think it's a respect thing. I mean, because, like, how can you say, I'm wearing my hair like this because I respect the black girls, black power?
Yeah.
Like, what? How do you go forward with that?
And then I guess we also can think of, I always try to look at two sides, but then the Kardashians are so high up that someone's suggesting that hairstyle to them. They have stylists and
Yeah, that's true.
all of that. And it's like, girl, you need to do this, or we going to take your picture and you're going to look like this. And if we expect them to have knowledge of where that came from, I don't think I expect them to speak up and be like, nah, I don't think that's right. Or we should look into this before we just throw this on me. Or before you should just change my shade on this Instagram photo or picture.
Do you feel like this has heightened since they had kids, since they all have kids by Black males? Do you feel like this sense of, you know, if we want to use the term cultural appropriation, has it heightened because they're trying to show their kids, okay, you can wear your hair like this without being judged? It's like, is there a lesson in that?
Honestly, would respect it more if that was the case. I feel like they have actually chilled out since they've had kids. I think the more the Kardashians was in the news when they were out here wilding, jumping from black man to black man.
Yeah.
But now that they all settled down and got their one black token man and have their one black child, I think they're good. As far as like they've chilled out a little bit on the internet. But yeah, I think I would respect it a little bit more because now you are a white woman that has to raise a black girl. So I would want you to teach your daughter the ways of protective styles and all this stuff. So if you, mommy and me, wearing box braids, I respect that more than you out here wearing box braids because it's the hottest trend.
Right.
Because they both did have, did North have the same braids too that she had? I think
so.
Maybe.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I can see it from them. Like, so do we give the Kardashians a pass compared to other? Okay.
No.
Oh no, man. I'm not a woman, but I'll just say, man, black women is take pride in everything y'all do. Just know it's gonna be some copycats out there, you know. You're not gonna get your credit. Man, that's just us as people. We don't get the credit for the cool shit we create, you know. So just whatever we do, man, we just got to take pride in and let each other know.
I was gonna say, and that's the same for black men as well, because you guys are not just strong, athletic, or fine. You guys have knowledge. You guys have common sense. You guys have morals. You guys are not just hoodlums and sag your pants. You have style and you can dress up. So I think it's an all-around thing where black people in media perception, we're just looked at as what's on the outside or physical and not really tapped into the intellect or what else we have.
Right.
With us setting the standard, though, like what is it going to take for us to get away from being viewed as, you know, the thugs, you know, ignorant? How are we going to get away from that with us constantly leading the way in change?
I don't think we ever will. We've literally had dominant people like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. We had a black president who they still called a monkey. Like, it's just, I don't think.
But yet everybody wants to take what we have, the little bit of stuff that we do have.
And it's all ignorance at some point. And so that's why it's hard when I say I'm tired of talking about it and stuff. It's hard to express how you feel to someone that's ignorant to how you feel or has never even had any. White privilege is a thing. They've never had any sense of feeling like something was stolen from them because they do all the taking. So it's just at some point it's ignorance, and it's also just you got that from your mama kind of thing. Hey,
but also shout out to our white allies out there too, though, because I got some white homies.
I
got some white homies for sure.
Oh yeah,
you know, but we also need those people as well to. I mean, it's not enough of them, but
change the stigma.
Yeah, and it's definitely enough of them to talk to like the people in their family or their friends or whatever. Like, nah, I got my homeboy such and such, or my homegirl, my friend. Like, they not like that. You know, so it takes those those people as well.
It's not everybody. I mean, you have your ignorant folks from all different types of races, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, for the most part, I feel like, you know, we got a long ways to go, but it gets a little bit better.
It's not everybody, but we also don't have to point out the people that do right when we're talking about the people that's doing wrong.
Yeah, but at the same time, the ones that do wrong, this is just my take on it. Fuck them people. Like, for real,
straight up.
Hey, for real, fuck them people, man. You don't like me because of how I talk, how I look, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey.
Beyonce's
Oh my God.
Rihanna.
Yeah.
She won the NAACP award. I think it was like the President's Award or something like that. And her speech literally was to what Peanut was just addressing. You guys have coworkers who are white, and you guys chit chat about the last Sunday's football game, and you guys have coworkers who are white that you and your daughter go to the same school. Well, when it's time to march and when it's time to protest and all those stuff, pull those same coworkers that y'all chit chat about to these rallies. Like, bring them with you. Like, And so I think that's a good point.
Oh, that's fair.
Hey man, keep controlling the cool, man.
In her words, she
Keep
was like,
controlling
tell
the
him to pull up. So
yeah.
y'all need to start pulling up.
Miley was good.
So we can't leave this topic without talking about little Ariana. So little Ariana, I don't know if you guys seen the videos and stuff on Instagram, all over social media. A little girl was getting her hair done, twisted up by a hairdresser, and you know they were recording, and you know she just started saying that she's still ugly, that she was ugly, and the hairdresser was just trying to uplift
she was
her,
taken aback,
you know, because she was like, "What? Like, where is this coming from?" You know, and she really was just trying to shed light into this little girl's heart. And I mean, I feel like the outpour of love on social media from that has been tremendous.
Yeah, because she, like, the girl, like, broke down, started crying. Like,
Yeah.
so, you know, this is something that she's probably hearing, like, probably maybe from, like, schoolmates, whatever because I know, because she's a dark-skinned girl, and I know while we're young, dark-skinned girls are made fun of the most. Like they like the easy picks. That's who everybody go for immediately.
Yeah.
And I think it was like really like heartbreaking to see her like break down like that. Like because you can tell, you could just see like she's
this is going on every day.
Yeah, she's probably getting told she's ugly all the time, like by her classmates or whatever. And I mean, why do we as children kind of attack the dark skin first?
Well, I can speak.
Go ahead. You
you
the chocolate one, so yeah.
Like I heard everything. You know what I'm saying? Being dark skinned with big teeth. You know what I'm saying? Like peanut head. Like I heard it all. Right. So growing up, I used to be like, and I was like the darkest one. I got like lighter over time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. But not just being the darkest one on the real though. I experienced a lot of shit from that. Like. Feeling like inferior, you know what I'm saying? Not having you know, not confident in myself, you know, and in children, that like hearing that shit like all the time, that like you act out in different ways because of it, because you can't really express it or you can't really talk to somebody about it. But now that I'm older, it's like it's an entire shift.
It is. That's crazy. Yeah. It is funny.
Nah, it's like an entire shift now, you know. So shout out to the Black Panther for that. And my cousin Morris Chestnut.
I'm dead.
but that shit man, like I know like if I have a daughter, right, I know my child is gonna be dark skinned, right? I know this. You know, so I'm already like I've like psychologically prepared myself to tell my daughter every day that she's beautiful. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like and make her feel comfortable in her skin because of what the world is gonna like have to offer her. You know what I'm saying? So if you as a kid, like if you hear every day, we all have insecurities as people, right? And a lot of it start like when we were children. So if whatever those insecurities are in your kid or your nephew or niece or whatever, if you just highlight that and say, hey, you may feel like this about your freckles or about your hair, about whatever, and just let them know like you still beautiful regardless. Yeah, you know, because I'm definitely gonna steal that in my daughter if I have one.
And I think that we're getting better because I would say like 10, 15 years ago, when you were looking at main characters in videos, movies, TV shows, you know, you had a lot of light-skinned leading actors and actors. Now you're starting to get a little bit more sprinkle of the chocolate in these leading roles and stuff. And I think that that's something that we've known for a while has been a huge gap. And we're starting to get better at it, but at the same time, we're not moving fast enough in that direction because obviously, you know, what little Ariana was going through, we still have to speak, you know, light and love into our kids' voices because, I mean, you dark skinned, you got dreads, but I mean, you're still beautiful in and out, so we still got to speak light into our kids.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because and it's funny. So because what Pino was talking about earlier about how it kind of shifts because when you're younger, like the dark skinned people is the people you pick on first, but I feel like women like dark skinned dudes more when they older.
I think it's because light skinned dudes have more of a cockiness to them than dark skinned dudes. Dark skinned dudes are a little bit more humble.
And light skinned dudes, they close the refrigerator door with their hips too. So hey, that's part of it.
Wait, you close the door with your hip, Davell?
Wait,
He do.
Maybe once or
light
twice,
skin
but it
in
ain't like
no,
every
listen.
time. Like once or twice.
Hey.
That's hilarious.
That's
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's what we're seeing a lot of. Just because, like when you grow up, everybody wants the light-skinned guy, right?
Yeah.
And as you start getting older, you don't really want the guy that every girl wants to go after, because you're like, I don't want to be having to fight these hoes in the street every day. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So you want somebody that's just a little toned down.
Yeah, I feel like women. I feel like they like light skinned dudes like for fun, and then when they ready to get serious and settle down, they go find a dark skinned dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it a lot now. I mean, you do.
And what this all is, and not taking away from y'all joke, but it's a perpetration of stereotypes that we
you
do.
always come through with the big word.
That we
Big
do
word
in
of the
our
week.
own community, right? So what this girl is seeing, Ariana, from being dark skinned is like we said in class, when it's easy to pick on the dark skinned girls, and then the light skinned girls get the flowers and get her pencil sharpened and all this stuff, or you can borrow my eraser kind of thing. And then it just grows
Puppy love.
into puppy love. Bow Wow got a song called Puppy Love.
Used to
I
write
was
them
thinking
notes,
about it.
boy. I used to be in there writing them notes, boy. That was
Do you
wild.
like me? Check yes or no. That's
Man.
funny.
What's up or what's down?
Boy, got crazy.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
wow.
yeah, so then that happens in the school at a young age. And then we have movies where School Days with Spike Lee, and he has the jigaboos versus the wannabes. So
The Deltas versus AKs.
the jigaboos versus the wannabes.
That's what it was. It was a
And
stereotype.
so-
It was a stereotype.
Then there's that where the jigaboos are the dark-skinned girls who nobody likes and they're annoying. And then the wannabes are the girls that everybody want to be, who happen to be Tisha Campbell and they all was light-skinned and stuff like that, right? And then TV shows, the main character is the light-skinned one like Nike was talking about, and their best friend is the dark-skinned girl who gets no love, or she has to be the goofy one.
Yeah, it was
She's
always
not
like
really
that.
pretty. All the guys are joking with her, Martin and Pam, right?
Mhm.
And so then it's just this like stereotype that we have in our own community. And that's why it's always hard to fight against white people, because then we put ourselves down. So we're fighting the
Yeah.
black and white fight, and then we got to fight the light skin and dark skin fight, right? And so I think colorism is a big issue in the black community itself, because we have the light-skinned guys are emotional, or light-skinned girls don't text back, and all these things, right? It's
So
like a
this is funny, and I mean, this kind of goes. I wonder how they felt back in the slave days. So you had your light-skinned girls that was in the house, and you had
Right.
your dark-skinned girls
goes all
in
the
the
way back.
field. So I want to know what the conversations was like when that was going on. Oh, she thinks you too good because she in the house. Like,
Hey.
how was those conversations? I couldn't be either or. They would have had to
well,
kill
if he
me.
was in the house, that also means
They
that
would
your
have to kill
daddy
me.
was
I'm
probably the
out.
master or the master's son.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
it goes
Man.
back to that too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, but Davell light skin, but he's still a dark nigga. Hey. Hey.
Drake bar.
Yeah, man. No, but hey, what was the name of that movie that won an Oscar this year?
Period?
Klansman? Or
No. It was the animated movie about the hair.
I know
something.
what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I
Hey,
don't know.
anyway,
Yeah.
the director, the guy that starred in it and his wife or whatever, yeah, they backed her on social media, and they made a lot of artists like recreated her, and like these it was dope, like these
Oh,
bunch
yeah,
of
I
different
saw that.
animations.
Oh,
That
yes,
shit was
yes,
yeah. I
with
seen that.
Ariana, the
Yeah.
girl from the
Yeah.
video.
Mhm.
Yeah. And they were just showing her how beautiful she
Yeah.
was. And
Yeah.
I just wanna-
Ti actually was like he wanted to get her information because he was going to like buy her gifts, and he
shout out
just
to
wanted
T.I.,
to
but
know
worry
like
about your daughter.
Yeah,
Okay.
another topic for another day.
yeah. But I mean, I was trying to keep uplifting Ariana.
Yeah, shout out to Ariana and T.I. lifting Ariana.
All right, let's move on.
Two rights don't make a wrong,
Let's
but
move on.
T.I. is always in the wrong.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, he
Next.
was- he was
What we got? No,
He was.
Well, T.I. is a rapper, and
He
speaking
was.
of rappers, and
Yeah.
speaking of music,
so what about the reboots and stuff, the classics and stuff that's coming out? We got Nelly trying to bring back Apple Bottoms. We got Allen Iverson trying to bring back the questions and the answers. Like, how do we feel about all these things, guys?
The reboot of Apple Bottom.
nobody wants apple bottoms back.
I did have me a pair of Apple Bottom jeans. I was
Yeah, boots.
I
I
with
was
the
flat as
fur
hell
too.
back there, but I
Bottom
mean, it did
jeans.
me a little justice.
Soon as we bring apple
Yeah,
bottoms,
yeah, the
apple
apple
bottoms
bottoms.
back, Flo Rida's gonna come back and make a remix.
She got
Hey, man, it's
And like
time.
we don't need that much nostalgia. Like nothing's gonna be nostalgic anymore because it's coming back.
I think it could work.
Apple bottoms.
Apple bottoms.
Yeah, I think it could
The
work.
only way it's gonna work is if it's gonna be on FashionNova.
Exactly. I would straight to Instagram.
Yep.
Straight
That's
to
the
Instagram.
only way it
I'm
can
telling you, it'll work. I think it'll work. Man, with all those social media models, man, they would love to wear that.
Yeah, but
Get them
that's
clothes for free.
that's the marketing system. The
So-
things about things working and things not working.
Hey, as long as it's marketed
What
well,
brands
it'll
do
work.
y'all feel
Right.
like should
It'll
not
work.
make a comeback? What brands do y'all feel?
Oh, there's a long list. We should do the brands that should come back.
I mean,
They should come
there's
back.
a lot of brands that I do like. That's kind of already made a comeback. You know, you got Cross Colors, Carl Kanai,
Mhm.
Champion, Fila is coming back.
You know, there's kind of there's not so much on brands coming back than movies and TV shows. Like, I don't really mind brands coming back, right? Because it's kind of like, oh, I used to rock this back in the 90s, or my favorite rapper, TV person used to rock this back
Would
in
you rock
so-and-so.
Shine John, Rockaware?
No.
See, those are some brands that you
FUBU
would.
popping off.
Hey, that baby
FUBU,
fat jacket with the
Baby-
fur around that
yeah,
joint.
yeah.
Hey,
And
Nike
they supposed to
definitely had one of them,
supposed to be
didn't
coming back. I didn't have a baby fat jacket, but I did have a jacket with the fur. I couldn't afford the baby fat.
Boy,
he? Man.
me and mama
I had
stayed
to
in
go to
that JCPenney.
City Trends to see if they had them on sale, but they ain't never had my size.
Man, it's all bad.
I definitely
JCPenney
believe that
stuff.
someone will rock it just because I'm not going to rock it. Somebody out there will. Like, all these brands, if they wanted to come back, they gonna come. All you need is social media, like Pino was saying, and marketing.
Yeah.
Everything will make its comeback. I just don't think that. I think it's a force.
I'm
So
not gonna lie, I would buy it. If it was fire, I'd buy it. Because I know ain't nobody gonna really mess with it.
What, apple bottom?
Anything
Mm.
that comes out back out. Because I'm doing that now. Like, I got on a starter shirt right now. Like,
Mhm.
I'm buying everything that's nostalgic because I feel like a lot of people ain't rocking and paying attention.
But
yet.
that's your style. When it comes back, it's not going to be just something. Oh, that's Nike. Like, that's what she wears. The whole world is going to be wearing it, and that's weird.
I mean,
Like Champion. Like Champion used to be a $20 hoodie,
Champion used to
and
be in
now you
Walmart.
got to buy it from Urban Outfitters for $75.
yeah, they do be taxing on the Champion.
That shit definitely used to be in Walmart. Starter used to be
It
in Walmart
did.
too.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
And that also goes.
I got this
to
on sale,
white
so don't
people
think I spent a lot of
and
money.
cultural
on this.
appropriation.
Hey, you know, we're gonna skip right past that. We go.
This is not a bashing episode, but I'm just saying it seems like all of the
It
topics.
really did get. feel
Yeah,
like
and
this.
that's not what it is. You know, but we just gonna say less.
Yeah, let's just say less because this is getting too heavy. We
Uh,
got some
I just want the credit for bringing Snapchats back. Not snapbacks. Snapbacks back.
snapback back.
You
I
brought-
think,
you
I think
brought those
Chris,
back?
back.
me and D Wright brought them back, man. They give the credit to Chris Brown and Tiger.
You
but
and D right.
boy,
Young
we-
Riders
we
was wearing the
stayed in
snapbacks. In
way before
2009, they
people started
were.
wearing them again.
And
We
they
was
had their
wearing-
custom snapbacks and
Yeah.
everything. They did. Yeah.
We brought them back, and then I think
Yeah.
Chris Brown and Tiger seen us, and they was like,
And they was like, oh, we got to do
Yeah.
that.
yeah. So then
I
everybody
feel
like, I don't know. Then it was a big thing. Everybody's like, "Are y'all team Chris Brown, Tiger? Are y'all team Davell and D Wright?" Like it was a big thing, man.
Yeah,
It was
man.
pit
They had a
people
Twitter
against each
poll
other.
going on.
Yeah, it was a tough time.
Twitter
It was
wasn't even
stressful.
popping that.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
stressful.
It
Yeah,
was,
nobody
Facebook.
answered the poll, but it's fine.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
But so you okay with brands coming back? But you were saying like shows and stuff. You probably wouldn't like. Would you want to see like a new Martin and new Fresh Prince?
No, I don't.
Sitcoms is a little bit different. There's some sitcoms that I would say like I would appreciate a spinoff now. Like I think that Living Single should come back. Hear me out. 'Cause I know y'all thinking about it wrong. So I feel like with Living Single, you know, if y'all watch Living Single, y'all know like you had
Keep your head.
Khadijah was the Flavor magazine owner. You had Max that was the lawyer. Regine was a fashionist, and then I forgot the one name. But yeah, anyway. So I think it would be a good spinoff.
Dang, sorry, I
It would
knew
be
her name.
Sinclair.
Sinclair.
Sinclair
yes.
was the cousin. But I think that it would be a good spinoff if they had like their kids. And like I've been hitting Queen Latifah up about this because I want to star in this.
Mhm.
But I think that like Queen Latifah's daughter like should have a kid or something that has like a social media firm.
She runs the Shade Room.
Something like that. Something like a social media firm, and then you still have Max's daughter is like an entertainment lawyer or something like that, and go along those lines to that matches today.
Yeah.
And I think that it would be pretty dang good.
So
Because I mean, you also got shows like A Different World, which I feel like we replicated through Grownish.
Yeah.
I feel like Grownish is the modern day
Definitely.
Different World.
Definitely.
now,
I watch
listen though, Grownish is a really good show.
It is.
But a show being inspired and influenced by is different than a rerun and a spinoff.
Yeah.
Because that is your point about living single is the reason why I really don't want to see reboots, because they do the same thing where That's a Raven, the reboot is now her son is psychic. Family.
That could have just stayed.
First of all, that show is amazing. But what I'm saying is, what's the Full House where the reboot is just the kid with a full house? You know what I mean?
It's a reboot?
Yeah, it's called Fuller House.
Fuller House, yeah.
Wouldn't have never.
It's on Netflix only, I think.
It's
but
not that great.
That's the thing. That's the issue
Boy
with
Meets
reboots
Girl.
is that everyone just has a kid,
Lizzie McGuire,
and they do the same thing that the kid that their mom or parents was doing, and it's not original.
Yeah, it's kind of just
it's the
kinda,
same.
But
thing,
you know what
so
I
you
am
can
looking forward
expect
to coming back? Proud Family.
Is it really coming back?
Yeah, it's coming back. It's coming back on Disney Plus.
yeah.
Solange,
I'm caught
she gonna
up.
sing the song? She gonna sing the intro?
I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it.
But what does that mean?
We need
for
to see that at
Sticky?
the table.
They gonna have to. They said they're getting the whole original
Oh,
cast
that's
back.
Orlando Brown, right?
Orlando Brown is not coming back.
I think he gonna come back. He gonna come back for that check.
And boom,
He gonna come back for the check.
They're not asking him for that
Yeah,
check.
he's-
He literally needs rehab before he
yeah.
does anything else.
He can talk
doesn't
on
fit
the mic.
Disney. He doesn't fit the Disney.
He could be in rehab and
Orlando
doing
Brown is
voiceovers.
talented though. He's
They are not,
talented.
they literally kicked Adrienne Bailon off the Cheetah Girls because she got her boobs done. They are not giving Sticky a check.
Yeah, Disney is real strict.
It's a
about how they
cartoon.
want
It's a cartoon. He could do
But
a
Disney
voiceover.
is-
Have
but
you
Disney
not
is
seen his
strict.
Instagram videos?
I know
Hey,
he's crazy
Sticky
as
gonna-
hell.
He don't need to be on nothing. I am protesting if they put him
Hey,
on my
Sticky
show.
gonna come back with perks and everything.
Right.
Boy. Hell nah.
He gonna be drug dealing with the Gross sisters.
Oh man, but
We don't
I mean,
need
they
it.
could get
Yeah,
somebody to
he's
replace him. But I mean, I'm still looking forward to it.
You look
Right.
forward to it.
That show, I'm going back to
So you
perpetrating
team reboot.
stereotypes. Dejanay, why she the loud one?
I'm team.
Yeah,
reboots.
so we're just gonna scroll right past it.
So you got team reboots, team. What about you, Peanut? You cool with? Cool
Man,
with
I
reboots,
don't watch none of that shit. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, nah. I just no. I don't really care. Honestly. Yeah.
There's certain things that I think deserves
A
a
reboot?
second.
I mean, we need
chance.
girlfriends. We need to finish girlfriends.
That would be
I
good.
used to watch that.
I don't know how you would.
I would
want
want to see girlfriends. But they're all
I don't
still
know.
30 something,
they,
40.
They look old because the only one that hasn't aged is Joan.
But that's good.
They
They
look- no,
can
they look-
finish
they
off
look
the
bad.
show. That's not a
Oh yeah, that's the reason why they should come back though. Honestly, it's just kind of tell where they've been. and then
Finish off
Yeah,
and-
finish it up.
Mhm.
Yeah, we never got to close.
See, I think there's a difference between spin-off, reboot, and then just bringing a show back.
Mm.
Like you can bring the game back.
No, you cannot.
Aren't
No, you cannot.
I'm not.
Aren't they doing that?
We do not need
they
Ding
talked
Dong
about it.
Davis.
Yeah, we don't need.
We
We don't need.
it.
The
I
game
thought that
back.
was a good show. Like
the game fell off.
was at
Like that
first.
last.
It was
Before
seemed
they
like
got
they
to
lost
half.
funding. though.
Before they got
yeah,
to
when they had
BET.
all of those extra characters. But if they brung
Yeah.
literally back like med school and that storyline, not all the extra stuff
think
they
it's
was doing
too
the
late.
last season,
It's too late.
it
They
would
messed it up.
be a good show. But I don't want D-Ray, what is his name? Pooch Hall's son to be a football player now in college, and they're calling it the game or the halftime. Like, no.
The halftime.
D1.
Or the second quarter.
Yeah, like I don't want to see
Second
that.
quarter.
I'm cool on the game. I don't want to see that.
I think they was talking about it.
Nah, they could leave that.
But
Everybody
I remember
talk about it.
Tamara. I mean, Tia saying something about it.
They start off with, would you want to see Blink? It's a whole
Nah.
picture of the cast.
Nah, fam.
Would you want to see us back on your TV screen? No, nigga.
No, nigga.
well, shoot. I don't know. They
What
bring it-
music we got?
Yeah,
That's
let's
the only
talk about-
thing.
let's
Yeah,
talk about
because
man.
we
Yeah.
ain't-
Y'all listen to Lil Baby's album?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
talked
talked about it last
we
week.
talked about it last
I didn't listen to it.
Oh, you
You
had
didn't
to
listen to it.
re-listen.
Yeah, yeah. So how
I
about
didn't
it?
listen to it. I actually like it. The joint with Lil Wayne is fire.
Yeah.
I
And
told
his
you.
intro,
I told y'all.
is fire.
I
Yeah, that's a
told
good
you.
album.
He can actually rap. He's
Yes.
like the leader of the mumble rappers. Like he's the one that like broke out.
I like
You know
Lil
what I'm
Baby.
saying? And like he kind of took like reading courses. You know, and he got it together. Nah, I'm just bullshitting, but Lil Baby, he be snapping though.
Yeah.
I give it to
I
him.
like
At first,
Lil
I
Baby.
ain't
Listen
listen.
on features.
I didn't listen to him at all.
killing
But
features.
Do you
this
think
album
he's
was
the
fire.
hottest out right now?
Absolutely.
For sure.
Who, Lil Baby?
Yeah, Lil Baby, I had it.
So he took Roddy Ricch spot?
Did I say that Roddy Ricch was the
stick
hottest
to the-
out?
You definitely did. You said he had the best album last year.
No, I still think his album was great. I didn't say the best album because my best album was Dreamville.
Oh,
But Roddy
Solo
Ricch
act.
is the best
solo rapper.
new artist right now.
Ooh, shit.
Little Baby is the hottest artist right now. Like steaming hot. You
He
need a
is?
blazing track.
Damn.
Oh yeah,
You put
that
Lil
nigga,
Baby
yeah.
on the track.
But he sold 200,000.
Oh.
200,000.
Dang.
Nobody's
Yeah.
doing that.
Well,
Yeah,
his
no,
features
that-
be fire.
His
And
features do
he's
be fire.
Literally the hottest out right now.
And when
Yeah, I
he be
can
coming
agree
in
with
on
that.
certain songs, bro, he be coming in smooth. He
He
coming
do.
in real
He
smooth.
do.
He comes
I like
in
Lil Baby.
very
Yeah.
smoothly.
Yeah, man.
He's definitely growing on me a lot. So I know we're talking about like some of the stuff that we didn't listen to. So I actually listened to NLE Choppa this past week.
Yes, you
Y'all
wasn't
will be-
Team NLE before.
Y'all would be proud of me.
I
like-
am proud.
And
I listened to that right there.
I would get on that one.
Oh,
But
my God.
I thought that it was cool because he reminds me a lot of Stunning for Vegas. You know, I like the energy.
4 times.
I like the production and all that. So
Yeah, they got a lot of songs.
I mean, yeah, I mess with him. I like his Shada freestyle.
Mhm,
Yeah.
the shot of
Those-
flow.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
those is clean.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the best song that came out, the best album that came out this past week was definitely Janae Aiko.
Yeah, man. I heard
Okay,
Vagina
but-
Fairy. Oh my God. Oh,
I
my
listened to it,
God.
too.
It's
I
a
listened to
vibe.
it.
It's a vibe.
Wait, before, because we gonna have to like really go track by track and talk about Janae,
Oh.
right?
Well,
Mm.
can we do that next week?
For sure.
We can do a snippet.
All right.
But like,
But Vagina Fairy, I heard that and I played it back.
Pussy Fairy.
Yeah.
Call it like it is.
he was trying to do the
Yeah, I'm
clean
trying to-
version.
I mean,
Yeah.
we got,
I mean,
we got
It's International Women's Month.
It's
yeah,
all right.
I'm
It's
trying
all
to
right.
be respectful.
Trying to be
It's all right.
respectful,
Just
man.
call it what it is. This is explicit.
Well,
that BS
Pussy
song
Fairy.
with her,
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
fire.
Yeah.
That was really good.
I like the Triggered freestyle before like the album came out, so I was like, I think I'm gonna like this album.
yeah.
But
It falls into rotation
gotta-
too. Like I can, like, you know how when a single been out for a minute and you listen to the album, you skip the single because you're like, all right, this been
Yeah,
rocking
yeah,
for 6
yeah.
months.
yeah.
Every time Trigger comes on, I still gotta play it.
You do.
When
Like,
she
it just
sing, I
falls into
feel like
rotation.
I'm listening to a girl I talk to and like
It's a
get it wrong
vibe.
something. Like I feel like she's talking right to me. Like
Like you on the phone or
yeah,
something.
like I felt like I was on the phone, like getting yelled at or something. Like I'm like,
No.
God, man, I know.
She
I
definitely has some dope features on there. She got my guy Absol on the
Oh,
track,
yeah.
and he came on that hoe
know. Solo.
clean as hell.
Solo.
Yeah, man.
Like always,
He do be
Absol
coming- he's
never
some-
disappoints.
Yes, he was one of the ones I said. He's one of the. He
comes
comes in
on the-
super smooth.
Boy,
Come in real
Boy.
cool.
boy,
Speaking
But
of
yeah.
boy, she had Big Sean on there.
yeah.
It was good. None of my concern.
Yeah, they all
Which-
good now, though, right? Huh?
They
yeah,
back
their
together.
relationship is
Yeah.
none of my concern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
Oh,
move
yeah.
along, move along. I
Say
mean,
less.
she had a lot of good features. I mean, she had Nas on there.
That Surrender song is really good too.
It's a lot of
Good
dope
song.
songs on there. That was a good album. Good job. Good
But-
job.
Are we saying that's the best album that came out this past Friday?
Meg came out too. Y'all like Meg?
You know
Yeah, I'm
what?
gonna say it's better than Meg's.
I ain't even listening to Megan.
Yeah, I'll give for sure. Better
It's
than
definitely
that.
better. I think that was the best album that came out this week.
I'll say that. Megan Thee Stallion's album was good though. Like we can't just say that.
I wasn't really a big fan of it. Okay.
Our last episode was called "Free the Stallion." You see how like influence we have on the world.
We do.
We freed the stallion,
Wow.
y'all.
we did. We definitely freed
So
her.
we can't
So
come in
she
here and
owes
like
about
shit on the
$20
album.
too.
We literally
$10.
just free her.
She owes. She need to pay for this session.
Yeah, she did.
But no, I mean, I think that I like Megan Thee Stallion because I feel like it's different from what we've heard. We've never heard a Houston female artist before, so
no.
I mean, it's definitely different. But I feel like she talks about the same thing in every song, and it just drives me insane. Because sometimes I don't be wanting that hardcore, suck my pussy. I don't be want to hear all that, all the time, that rah stuff. So I mean, I think that's why I'm not. I don't think the album's all that.
So you won't be attending Hot Girl Summer then?
I'm not gonna be attending Hot Girl Summer
But-
unless you have some people
Did
that
you-
balance it. It got
You listen to Meg's
levels
whole
feel like was
album?
level. You got to balance it.
You listen to Meg's whole album?
I definitely listen to it. It's only like 8 tracks.
Yeah. And because the first line in one song was, "I lost my granny and my mama in the same month."
Yeah,
That she wasn't really doing her
Okay.
hot girl stuff.
that's the only song. I mean, that might be the only verse. 8 bars. That wasn't only 8 bars. That wasn't.
So the next verse, she was driving the
Driving the boat.
Driving the boat right after
Look,
that.
she
Back to
was
regularly scheduled
recovering.
programming.
Okay, we can't judge people how they handle their grief.
Yeah.
I mean, but still. I'm not gonna talk no negative about Meg. She doing a thing right now, so I'm not gonna talk no negative about it.
Yeah, and whatever. I mean, yeah. Let's just hope that whatever she got handled with her label gets handled.
Yeah.
I think another single that came out that I thought was cool was Trapped In. Reason featuring Boogie and
Oh my
Absol.
God.
That was
yeah,
good.
man.
Who
Really
y'all think
good.
had the best verse?
Boogie.
This guy.
Boogie.
Okay, that's a stretch. Who you think? I'm not.
Nah, Reason. I think Reason killed that shit.
Yeah.
Reason.
And it's his song, right?
Yep.
So
I
I'll
think-
be
Reason
right.
for sure.
I think lyrically, Absol
Absol.
definitely killed his bars. No, okay, this is not no bias.
Y'all
His
both have
his-
bias.
No,
Boogie
his
and
bars.
Absol.
If you listen to the song, I listened to it like 4 times on the way in. Bars. Absol killed that song. It was something. It was a verse in there. He was saying something about like, something with his heartbeat and something leave him with like a dead beat or something like that.
It wasn't even a quotable. You don't even remember.
I can't remember it right now because he had a whole bunch of bars, and then at the end when he was like something, so the solution. And he's the reason something. But Absol had some bars on there.
Yeah. I think. I
still think Reason had the best
I think
verse.
Reason just overall probably had the best verse. Just how his flow was, but I do agree with you about it. So he did kill it. Like we know he.
Hey, that actually made me go back and listen to Reason's album.
Oh, I listened to Reason though.
Yeah, it made me listen to his album again, and it was fire.
Yep. Little Uzi surprised us.
Yeah, he did. He surprised y'all.
I'm not gonna
not us, just y'all.
I'm gonna say not. He surprised you more so because you said he was coming after me from the first song. I mean, it was all right. It wasn't like I wouldn't go back and like.
You wouldn't listen to no songs on that album?
I would listen to it if it came on the radio. I'm not just like, ooh, let me go listen to Lil Uzi.
So you still think he's a mumble rapper and don't rap about nothing?
Yeah.
Ooh. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't rap about anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna still stick with that.
That is a wild take. Davell, where do you stand?
Oh no, I liked it.
Yeah, same.
I thought it was a little more. You know how how rappers, you got kind of like that mixtape feel, and then their music kind of changed when they become mainstream, whatever. I feel like his was like some older Uzi. I felt like
It probably was old Uzi. I mean, how long did it take the album to come out?
Well, wasn't he?
Been about 5 years.
Yeah, wasn't it like a problem like with his
label dispute,
label and whatever.
He's actually coming out with a deluxe album this Friday, so
2 extra songs.
That's too much.
But I think of it like this, okay?
Only 2?
More than likely.
Y'all like Kanye West?
Love Kanye.
Yeah.
Love.
Do we think Kanye West is super lyrical?
No, he's not.
But Kanye West is a
super
great producer. He makes good music.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He makes feel good music when he's in the right headspace.
Yeah,
I feel when he's in the right headspace. I feel that way about like Uzi. Like the music sounds good. Like you can tell that he worked on his album. It doesn't sound like a whole bunch of songs he just threw together. Like production level.
If he had 5 years, it better be.
Okay, but
How do you pronounce that album?
What is it called?
Ain't it called like
Eternal, a take?
What does that mean?
Atake, maybe.
I thought it was a Taki.
I thought it was a take.
Like,
Atake?
Yeah.
Either Atake, something like that.
Like he was.
You know he weird, so ain't no telling. Is it Japanese? What does it mean?
He was.
We don't know. It doesn't matter.
He needed to.
He was rapping for the little kids, the Taki kids.
Hot Cheetos and Takis.
Yeah, man, the ones that play Fortnite and be flossy dancing.
Boy, that's probably on the
his
Fortnite
crowd.
sound. That's probably all his whole album's on the Fortnite soundtrack, probably.
I think it was a good album.
I'll listen to it.
That's my take.
One day.
So it means
You haven't listened to it?
No.
All right, every week, I'm gonna come back and ask you, have you listened to it? You gotta at least listen to one song.
I listened
to him on Lil Baby's album. He had a cool verse on Baby's album.
Because he can rap.
I don't know.
He literally can rap. You haven't even heard it, so this argument is unvalid and unsound.
I will go back and listen to it. Because I finally listened to Justin Bieber's album.
Yeah, I seen you post that on your story.
Yeah, man. I had to run it back, man.
It's like something hit you. You was like,
wow.
What is this?
Man, I was cleaning up, man. I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna play no rap today, man. It's Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna play some R&B. That's when I listen to Janae.
That's sad. I was gonna say, so you thought of R&B and went to Justin Bieber?
Nah. I just,
You was about to get mad.
All over again.
Nah. You stupid. Nah, I got on Tidal, man, and just, picked up the R&B section, man, and see what was it. And I heard that Justin and Travis Scott, man. I was like, hey.
This the one.
Yeah.
I gotta listen to it. I actually still haven't heard Justin Bieber's album.
I started it. I haven't finished the album, but I told Peanut he need to go back and listen to that Journals. That Journals
I'm
is fire.
gonna go listen to it because you didn't brought it up a few times.
Journals is good. I don't know if it's timeless though. Like I don't know if I can go back today and still feel the way I felt, but I know that when it came out, I felt like
so that day when we talked about it, I went back and listened to it, and I felt the same way. So I was like, man, I haven't heard this. I haven't heard this in a long time. Again. And I was like, it wasn't even. I was grown when that album came out. I was like graduated college when that came out. It was like 2014 when that album came out.
Because I was in college.
But I mean, it definitely. I mean, I feel like. You just gotta listen to it. I don't want to spoil it.
That atake or a take or however you say it, it means to overtake. By the way.
Oh, you Googled it?
Yeah. No, I just knew that. I knew it. I just remembered.
Oh, okay.
It came to him.
It came to me.
Today, Lil Yachty put out a song called "Oprah's Bank Account."
I saw the video
featuring Drake and Dababy.
I think I heard that on the radio. Did I hear that?
There was I heard you on the radio.
True.
It was the video came in. So the song been out? Because I didn't know.
See,
I think it all just dropped
Yeah,
today.
I thought it all dropped
Yeah.
today. I've never heard the song, but the song isn't really anything. Well, I need to listen to the song without watching the video because it's a 9-minute video.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
And so it has a whole bunch of takes in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a great video, actually, phenomenal. To spoil it, Lil Yachty, it plays Oprah.
Mhm.
And he's like dressed up as Oprah and interviewing Drake.
See, look, he crossing over, bro. The Illuminati, bro. He put on the dress,
Oh
bro.
my God.
He put on the dress.
So
he about
it's
to take off on us,
Oprah?
man.
Oprah. Yeah. So it's funny. But I need to listen to the song without watching the video so I can hear the song all the way through because I couldn't really gauge if I like the song or not.
Mhm.
All right. Right,
But
well.
Dababy and Drake, I'm tuned in.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think we should move along into a little bit more of a heavier topic.
Oh Lord.
So one of our viewers hit me up and was saying that she would like us to talk about situationships. So I took the time out to actually read like what is a situationship. You know, like everybody
Come
has
on,
their
preacher.
own.
You got your
Oh,
notes?
Yeah, you know,
You
I
got
got
your
my
church
notes.
notes?
I'm ready. So according to the Urban Dictionary, situationship is a relationship that has no label on it, like a friendship, but more than a friendship, but not quite a relationship. Now that's the Urban Dictionary. Now I want to move along to NBC. What NBC say they got to say.
NBC.
Go with that?
Dang.
So NBC says a situationship is that space between a committed relationship and something that is more than a friendship. On the one hand, removing the pressures of putting parameters on what the relationship is and isn't can be freeing as long as both parties are okay with leaving things open.
Fuck buddies.
Pretty much what it is.
None of those definitions said sex.
So how do y'all feel about
But more than a relationship, less than a relationship, more than a friendship. I mean, there's
that? That's
you
exactly
can
what
have
I'm
an exchange of emotions with someone that doesn't involve sex.
but that's more so
But
what a
more-
situation
more
is.
than likely. More
in
than
what world?
More than likely is
In
probably.
what world?
So, like, okay, now let's talk about what do you feel? Because I mean, I think everybody takes this term differently. So, what do you feel is a situationship, guy?
Situationships don't live in my life. That's non-existent. But
Fact.
what I think society thinks a situationship is when some guy is leading you on and you waiting for him to tell you want to be together, but you don't want to leave. And so y'all in this bubble of, I don't know what, but I'm not letting go and he's not letting go.
I think you exactly right on that one.
You
Yep,
hit it on
me
the
too.
nail on the head.
I think you hit it right on the head on that one.
That's exactly what it is.
So, do y'all feel like there are less relationships than what it used to be? Do you think there's like, because you know, people try to say, you know, niggas ain't shit, all this stuff. Like,
Ain't nobody shit.
That's period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I
do
mean,
y'all think do y'all think it's worse today?
Oh yeah.
I-
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like it depends on your age bracket because I feel like if you are established, you are looking for a relationship versus a situationship. You
Do
like
people look for situationships?
I don't think so.
They just happen, huh?
Yeah, I
They
think
just
those just
happen,
happen.
Yeah.
You
I
fall
don't know.
into it.
hmm
It's
I think situationship is the toxic version of dating and courting. Like some people who are mentally prepared and who have common sense and who are mature, that stage for them is courting and dating. And then the people who are out here wanting someone but also wanting to be in the world as the Bible and the church say, that's situationships because you're living both sides and you don't know how to pick one.
preach it.
All right,
So I have signs that you're definitely in a situationship. Y'all want me to read them off?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
get
go
into it.
through it.
Let's get into
All
it.
right. So here's the signs that'll tell you if you're in a situationship. 1, you only make short-term or last-minute plans.
Because you don't know what your schedule gonna be like.
You don't know what your schedule is going to be like at
Okay.
all. So 2,
Take notes.
there's no consistency. That's key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the-
Consistency definitely is key.
That's the key.
Yeah.
3, they always have the same vague excuse. Work's
Okay.
really busy. I need to hit the gym. I'm traveling.
For sure.
Back in the day, that used to be called getting curved. Right? Yeah.
That's what it sound like.
Boy.
4, you mostly small and dirty talk. So that goes back to them fuck buddies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
5, you don't talk about the future. It's dead.
There's no
Mm.
future.
It's dead.
That's actually good. Let's expound upon that.
Okay, let's go ahead. Go
Not
ahead.
talking about the future.
Yeah. I mean, so Davell, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
back in your heyday, man. Have you ever talked? Have
Before
you
I
ever
got baptized.
Yeah, man. Before
Gave
you
your
started
life
going
over.
to TD Jake's church. Hey, man. You ever talk to a chick, man, and you've been talking to her for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just never got around to talking about the future. Like, even have she tried to have a girl ever tried to include you in her future plans in life, and you never felt like it was gonna work out for you personally?
Oh yeah.
And how did you counteract that?
Usually you just well, usually if they bring up future plans, like, are you saying like just future stuff in general? Like, say like I'm going on a trip, like, oh, we should go on a trip, things like that, or like just like future plans as far as like,
Yeah, cause that's kind of how it starts, though.
yeah, like, like,
Start off
oh,
baby
they start saying
steps
like,
and then
oh
it
yeah, they're
goes
like,
into,
oh, this summer we
when
should
we
go
get
to
married.
whatever, or and things like that. Okay. I kind of just play it off like kind of just like, oh yeah, like, and just kind of like change the subject. But if she keeps going with
Yeah,
it,
she consistent.
if she consistent, like keeps bringing them in.
You ghost her.
Ooh,
Ooh.
you don't ghost.
Ooh.
You don't. Do you really have to ghost her?
You don't have to ghost her.
Now let's talk about Davell.
Okay, we can talk about Davell. I mean, I've ghosted my fair share. Yeah, I mean, I
First
feel like,
step.
yeah, first step is admitting. So yeah, I've done a lot of ghosting because I'm not like, I am not good with communication at all. I'm not good at communication at all. I don't really communicate well, especially with the feelings and what is this,
It
what
must
is
be a
that,
Gemini
all
thing.
that.
Say
It must be a
less.
Yeah.
Gemini thing.
But
Jeez. That hit me right on.
yeah, if she's consistently talking about the future plans and stuff, I see exactly what. And usually, if
but if you don't see
if I don't see
it,
it,
what do you do?
Ghost.
I probably would ghost.
Casper
Or
the friendly ghost.
I
All right,
would
so Dime,
going ghost.
say for instance, if you were the female in that situation,
Yes.
would you take the guy you're talking to ghosting you? Would you rather that than the guy be like, you know what, I really like you, you know, and you may potentially have some feelings about me, but I don't feel the same about you. Would you rather take that, the hard, honest truth, or have a guy ghost you and you don't get anything?
I'd rather the hard, honest truth.
See, I feel like girls say that,
why would
but
you give the? Why do you suggest that?
I feel like I'm on a panel. Like, yes, I'm ready.
Yeah. Now, why would you
Ask me all
suggest?
the questions.
Why would you suggest a man ghost her then?
Oh, why would I call that out when
Mhm.
Davell was giving his side? Because
Yeah.
that's usually the route y'all take.
Okay.
Y'all as in men out there. Not
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
So
get it, I get
I
it.
mean, you can't always put that on men because I've been in a situation where I felt like a guy was trying to do that to me and I had to ghost him.
No, I've
Because, I
definitely
mean,
had
so-
my fair share of ghosting too. Like, the ghosting is a thing, but I'm just saying in this situation, that's men's go-to. Like Davell said, like a lot of men have a lack of communication where they feel like they can't just explain what it is or how they felt. And actually, this starts way back from the beginning because a lot of men also know in the beginning what they want from that girl.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they can't say it. So then you lead her on, or you assume that like, oh, I'm gonna just play nice until I get what I want and then fall back. And so now you're leaving the girl out there confused with all these inquiries.
and I mean, I think at the same time too, like as the man, well, I can only speak for myself. As men, like you know what, like you can tell she wants a relationship, or
Yeah.
you
For sure.
you know for sure. And I think that I don't know. What did you just say? Just because I just lost my train of thought.
I don't know. I don't know what I said.
Yeah, I just think that with like ghosting and
Guys leaving.
being honest, like I as I've gotten older, I've definitely worked on the communication and tried to do better about just saying like, hey,
This
this
is
is what
not
it
what I
is.
want
This is
right
not
now.
this is not what I want.
mean,
Try to get better with
And
that.
even going back to Peanut's point, which I know it's easier said than done, because some girls are persistent and they'll keep nagging you about it.
Mhm.
But I don't even think you have to divulge all of that information of, I know you have feelings for me and I don't have feelings for you. This is not working out for me. Would be good enough than ghosting me.
But you have
Then
some
she'd be like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
That's what I'm saying. Some girls, even me sometimes, if I'm all the way in, it's easier said than done.
Because girls need closure.
But
I mean, it's
they
not
want to
even
know.
that. I
They
feel
want to
like
know why.
okay,
They
there's
want to
some
know why.
there's some girls that's out there that, you know,
Just tell me
like
the truth.
that you tell them the truth, but they feel like this is right so they're gonna keep on being persistent regardless of what you say. You can completely tell them like this is not gonna work. We're just gonna be friends, but they feel like
is what you call crazy.
Hey, they feel like, but we just vibe so well. This can work out. Maybe just like the timing might be wrong. It's always a whole bunch of other excuses, and I mean, it doesn't have to just be girls. I mean, it can be guys too.
That's a good point.
So I mean, this is a topic that we could go on for days because I feel like we've all had our fair share of people that we tried to like let go and like move on, and we want to just be friends with, and they continuously like try to be with us. Like, even though we don't want them, when we've showed them times and times again, like, hey, this is not what it is.
I feel like the other person knows that too. The person who's gonna get ghosted or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like they know. Like, if they really was honest with themselves, they know. They understand that they want to hold on to it so badly, and they just kind of fight through it.
Sometimes people are in like or in love, whatever it chooses to be, with the experience more than the person.
That's key. That's a good.
And so you're wanting to let go of the person, but you don't want to let go of the dates and vacations and Valentine's Day coming up, and you don't want to be single. So you try to fight and keep it tugging along for the experience and just to say you have someone to call on and talk to. Yeah. So that's why a lot of people end up sticking around, or even when you get ghosted, you still hitting that person up or trying to find closure. It's because you're not trying to let go of the experience. Because 9 times out of 10, if somebody came right along right after that was treating that person the same, it would be easier to put a move on.
And moving along into the next quotes. We kind of touched base on the next two. It says they tell you that they don't want to get serious, and they show you that they don't want to get serious. So they tell you and show you. And then they said you're frequently.
What's showing? Sorry, what's showing you don't want to be serious?
I think you can. I think you know if somebody wanted to be serious with
you.
If
they come over your house and you playing the video games.
Really?
I mean, that's kind of showing.
We got to finish 2K.
Them.
We got to finish 2K.
You're ignoring them.
I just thought that was
what if he was in the fourth quarter? You can finish the game. And
I'm just saying that's one of them.
No, probably
like,
just
standoffish, being standoffish. Like if y'all in the club or something, and you just like whatever type deal. That's showing you that you don't want to be in a relationship.
I don't know.
The next one is you're frequently anxious. So
like anxious to see that person. I'm
assuming. Anxious about the
expectation free, I guess.
I don't know.
You're getting bored.
Been there.
That's probably like on the top of my list. I get bored with people too quick. But yeah, that's the
and I feel like
things you need to know if
in
you're
all
in a
these
situationships.
they always claim that the guy is leading them on, and I don't think that's always the case.
We get led on too, bro.
It's not.
Like
it's 50-50.
Yeah, I feel like we both responsible. Like I think we both made decisions. I don't like when girls say that you wasted their time. I think that's like the most annoying thing I hear. Like no matter what,
how often do you hear that, man?
Girls will say that every time. You wasted my time.
Did you not, in fact, waste
your
time?
No, how can you waste someone's time? How can you waste someone else's time?
That Mariah Carey literally has her ex-husband paying her for wasting her time?
Well,
I heard about that.
That's crazy.
He better than me.
Yeah, he way better than me.
But no, all jokes aside though, I think in the sense of wasting my time is that if I came forward with the expectations of I'm wanting to date, I'm wanting to be serious, and you came with just playing around, then you kind of wasted my time.
What if he's getting to know you, then after some time he's like, okay, this is not what I want.
That's mature conversation, but we never get there because you guys always ghost.
What's the time frame? So how long do you have to get to know somebody before you start actually thinking about the future?
Well, I guess it depends.
Steve Harvey said 90 days.
He did.
Think like a man. How long Lori Harvey took?
Ooh.
I think it depends on
90 seconds.
It depends.
30.
It depends 30. It depends on the couple. Everybody's different. Some people know as soon as they meet people. Some people it take longer.
Yeah.
I like to see us in different situations first because I'm more logical. I'm not really emotional unless I'm drinking or something. But then I'll be very
put
emotional.
on that Drake.
Then
That's
it. But
start cleaning the refrigerator with his hip.
Man, what? Had that wine in his hand, walking around the house and shit.
With the towel wrapped around my head and stuff.
Nah.
Oh gosh, you got the Erykah Badu.
Man.
But Erykah Badu sold some perfume. It sold out in like 19 minutes.
That's crazy.
Black business of the week.
That is crazy.
Hey, 19
she got
minutes.
some stuff about her vajayjay, and it smelled, and it sold out in 19 minutes. That is crazy.
Phenomenal woman.
Man,
International Women's Day.
That's how it be. But no, I think, yeah, because I think about it logically. So, I mean, I like to see you in different. I think we should go through stuff together. Like, I feel like, everybody feels different to each his own, but I feel like we should go through things together. Like, I feel like that's gonna take some time. Like, we go, see each other, like kind of like a living situation. You can see that before you decide you want to get married. Like, some people just are so emotionally invested they are ready to jump in. They ready to jump in.
That's what
I need to see it.
I don't think it's more so a time thing than a situational thing. Like, we just have to, or a boundary thing. Like, not me specifically, but people will know that, like, we're not doing this if we're not official, or this is not happening if we're not official. So I think that, like, it's more so that's how long the get to knowing phase is.
People say a lot of stuff they won't do. People say a lot of stuff that they say they ain't gonna do this, but they do it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't hold on to it.
But I think
we can't fault them for that, for you to have an initial judgment of the way you want to go into a situation, and then you falling into like or love with someone, and things happen before you got married and all before y'all were official. You ended up doing something, and that's also mainly where the issue comes with guys and girls, because you give somebody a little in, and it seems like they went out. So, like, it was you can't spend a night until I know it's official. And then you feel like you're on the right path, so you let him spend a night. And the next thing you know, you never hear from him again.
Yeah, man, that's it happens. It happens. Yeah, man. But no, I think in the whole situational thing, I just think this is me. Like, I try to communicate a lot more now. So I think going into it, if it was me, I'd just say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. This is what I do want. Can you meet these terms? Yes, no. Then from there. Like, honestly, it's just pretty much cut and dry.
Yeah.
And it's on that person to stick around, man, because, just like I was joking, but people say that they won't stick around for some shit or they won't do something, or you have to be this certain way. And then you could be the polar opposite, and that person still be like, you know what, I see something.
Potential.
They don't know what they don't know.
Yeah, that's true. So make sure y'all don't get caught in situationships.
Yeah.
Basically.
Hey, man, it happens.
It does happen.
Happens to the best of us.
Like, so if we ghost, if Davell ghosts you, then you know why.
It was a situation.
Man.
Yeah.
No, okay. Well, let's no. When I meet people,
these are all hypotheticals, Davell.
Yeah,
we're not talking from personal experience.
I think when I go in, I do genuinely try to get to know them, and then if it sometimes it just you get comfortable.
I understand what you're saying, because what you're saying is that, and this is the part that people also don't get, is that if we have these intentions of let's getting to know each other, and then I want to get to know you, I want to date, and then maybe we'll end up there. That is not that's the plan, but that's not how it's gonna work out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there can be a bump in the road, and I'm like, oh no, I'm cool on you.
But I feel like those are the things, like, how do you handle those situations? That makes me want me to continue on with you. Like, if we have these bumps in the roads and stuff like that, but we continuously get over those hurdles, then I feel like, okay, this could be something.
But
you know what I'm saying?
In my case, not my case, but in the case of what I'm saying is that the getting to know you phase is literally that. And so what if I just didn't like who you were?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
but if you're a guy, you waste your time.
So then you ghost them, right? You just
tell them that you don't think this is going to work. This ain't going to work.
This ain't fitting my criteria.
You start slow replying at first. You just can't ghost off the scene,
Hey.
It is like a little steady.
It's
a steady decline.
It's
a
how it's
steady
worked.
decline.
It was cool. You don't ask back
and
stuff. And then after a while, you
it's
just stop.
It's a steep little hill. And then it's just gone.
And then it's just flat.
It just,
baseline.
Tires itself out. So then if it ever comes back, you be like, you ghosted me. No, I didn't. We just fell off.
Hey, also, if anybody has like any stories about situationships, shoot us an email, hit the DM.
Put it on the comments.
Let us know what's happening out there in the situationship world. Email saylesspodcast4@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Follow us on social media at the Sayless Pod. That's at the Sayless Pod, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah, man.
And give us don't just give us topics, but give us questions. Like I want to know what you and your situationship was and what you advice. Like I want to. Yeah, I think that's dope.
And we've been getting a lot of good feedback on some of our video clips about a lot of the topics that we've been discussing. I think there was some conversations going on a couple of our videos. So
I think a lot of people will have something to say about this episode.
Yeah,
we got heavy on the
got heavy on it. But before we leave, because I feel like we was gonna end on that low note, I seen a post. I can't remember what it was on. I think it might have been on Facebook, and it was saying that whatever song was on the Billboard was #1 on the billboards when you were 12 years old. That is your life anthem.
We have to look it up.
So
wait, you can't just say that. I have to know.
Yeah, y'all can look it up. I already looked up mine.
Wow.
So
you could have told us in
Appreciate the
pre-production.
Me and Davell's, we was 12 in about 2003, and the #1 on the Billboard chart was 50 Cent in the Club. I mess with that.
We be in the club.
Wait, I want to know.
I mess with that.
Okay, so wait, I got to find out. This is math. I got to find out when I was 12.
When you was 12. So while y'all looking, we could talk about that. So Davell, do you feel that in the club is kind of, you can use that as the anthem for your life?
I feel like it sums it up.
It does.
In the club, and Get Rich or Die Trying was a great album.
It was.
So this is top 100, like hip hop song?
No, just the top 100 on the Billboard chart.
I don't know, man.
What's yours?
Yeah, in the club, man.
A group.
Wow, full circle. Mine was Low by Flo Rida.
Shawty got low.
So I guess I will be wearing apple bottom
You
jeans.
will be wearing apple.
So there's that.
It's your life anthem.
Yeah. Mine is Breathe by
But-
Faith Hill.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I thought you was talking about Fabulous. Breathe.
Hey, when I seen that, I was like, oh, yeah, I got one. Man. Nope.
So
Dang.
it's
That's
the
crazy.
month you were born in.
No, it's the year that
Just
you were
the year?
born in. So the year that you turned 12 in, whatever was #1 on the Billboard charts.
Wait.
That's your life anthem.
Do it the year you was born.
Okay. Year that we were born.
Well, yeah. Nike,
Mine is
yeah,
Macarena. One Maca, two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to Faith Hill in the car on the way home. I don't know.
Yeah,
what
you
that
probably
is.
gotta figure out your life anthem
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
probably why I'm just out here
It's gonna
wandering.
speak to you. It's just
I gotta look up the lyrics to that.
All right, let me see what ours is. So, #1 on the Billboard charts was, listen, Everything I Do, Bryan Adams. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
But imagine Low came out when I was 12.
Oh, #2 was I Want to Sex You Up, Color Me Bad. I'll take that.
Situationships. My #2 was One Sweet
They
Day
happen.
by Mariah Carey and Boyz II Men, which was the longest running #1 until Lil Nas X.
Mm.
So that just means I'm #1 or something.
Shout out.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
Black
We
or White
ended there?
came out that year too. Michael Jackson.
well, thank y'all for another episode of the Sayless podcast, where
Yes,
it's 50%
You know
ratchet,
say, "Oh, go."
50% righteous.
Yep.
You know,
Yes.
however you choose to view us is on you.
And I do have a positive quote of the day before we exit. This is my favorite quote. It's by Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh yeah.
Don't follow where the path may lead you. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
I thought we was gonna do two roads diversion.
This is the Sayless podcast. Thanks for checking us out.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Everybody rocking with us, just say less. Everybody rocking with us, just say less. Podcast lit, baby, just say less. And we climbing up the charts, just say less.